Bristol Glass, 110 North Main Street in Attleboro, has supported local high school sports for many years. Bristol Glass has been chosen for glass replacement projects for home and business for over 60 years. From shower doors to auto glass and mirror replacement, Bristol Glass is ready to do the job. They accept most insurance plans and serve several communities around the Attleboro area. They're open weekdays from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. You can contact them at 508-222-5810 and on the web at bristolglass.com. Claudino's Auto Repair, located at 310 South Main Street in Attleboro, is celebrating 30 years in the auto and truck repair business. Over the years, John Claudino and his team of mechanics have worked to build a long-lasting rapport with their customers, from oil changes to diagnostics, transmissions, and routine maintenance on foreign and domestic cars and trucks. Claudino's will keep your vehicle running. Claudino's Auto Repair, 508-226-8545 or at claudinosautororepair.com.
Test 1 2, test 1 2, test 1 2. I want to thank my mother, my father, my associate producer, and all you little people who make these broadcasts possible. This is Kevin's microphone. Okay.
Does your back hurt after a long night's sleep? Has your mattress seen better days? Is your current bedroom furniture a mixture of different furniture sets? The Bedding Center, located on Pleasant Street and proud sponsor of this radio station and high school sports, offers a wide array of mattresses along with beds, bedroom furniture, and odd-sized mattresses and box springs. You can reach them online at bedding-center.com or by phone at 508-226-8090.
Claudino's Auto Repair, located at 310 South Main Street in Attleboro, is celebrating 30 years in the auto and truck repair business. Over the years, John Claudino and his team of mechanics have worked to build a long-lasting rapport with their customers, from oil changes to diagnostics, transmissions, and routine maintenance on foreign and domestic cars and trucks. Claudino's will keep your vehicle running. Claudino's Auto Repair, 508-226-8545 or at claudinosautorepair.com.
Good afternoon and welcome to our 1320 WARA audience. This afternoon, girls softball, a rivalry game, as the Attleboro Blue Bombardiers host the North Attleboro Red Rocketeers. I'm Paul Hewley along with Kevin. That's going to leave a Mark Callahan. We'll also be on the AACS Channel 15 and the AACS YouTube channel. Kevin, first time we get to say this year. It's a beautiful day for a ball game.
Just a slight breeze. You can't even see the flag moving, but there is a slight breeze. It's, 71 degrees right now. This is absolutely perfect.
A real stunner.
Yes.
Yes. Attleboro comes in with a record of 11 wins and 6 losses overall, 10-5 for third place in the Hockomock division. North Attleboro comes in 5-13 overall, 4-11 in the Hawk. An incredibly young team. In their starting lineup today is 5 sophomores and 4 juniors. They're scoring 4.72 runs a game and allowing 8.94. And I think the reason for that is you coach many of the North girls in the summer.
That might have a little bit to do with it, but I coach some of the Attleboro girls, and they're doing okay.
Attleboro coached
My apologies to the North Attleboro parents of all the ones that I coach.
Attleboro coached by Mark Homer in his 9th year at the helm. And again, the Fighting Bombardiers last season went 13-9, reached the Division I round of 16. Again, this year they're 11-5. North Attleboro coached by Jamie Duffy, a new era. As you know, gosh darn, was it Callahan? No. Bill Wallace. No, Bill Wallace was the coach of North Attleboro softball since, I believe, 1682. Might have been 1683.
He invented the game and then brought it to North Attleboro, and they've been successful ever since.
Right? Jamie Duffy, in her first year, she played down at URI. She told me when she graduated, I think it was 2006 or 2007.
That sounds about right. Pitcher shortstop at URI, great competitor. Her daughter plays for Tri-County. Regional Voc Tech. She has 11 home runs this year for Tri-County Division III. Yeah, is ripping it up.
Wow.
Yes. Catcher, center fielder, like our Attleboro's own Nina Sullivan.
Yeah, and Riley Camacho, same thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
For North Attleboro today, they're going to start Grace Foreman, a sophomore. She's going to pitch and lead off.
Not bad. It's only hitting 386 on the year with a 462 on base, so that's pretty good for leadoff.
I think so. Hitting second will be number 4, Ariana McDavitt, a junior right fielder. And last year, Ariana hit 364, led the team with 24 hits. Hitting third is Mary Ellen Charette, junior third baseman. The cleanup hitter is Molly
Willie.
I asked Kevin twice. Is it Willie or Wiley?
Two L's, you go with the short sound. One L, you go with the long sound on the vowel.
Okay. And see, Carol, you're not the only one I don't listen to. She's a sophomore, hitting cleanup and playing shortstop. Prima facie evidence she's a good athlete. Hitting fifth is Lucy Palmer, the sophomore catcher. Hitting seventh is Jill Lewicki, sophomore first baseman. Hitting seventh is Mary Rogers, a sophomore center fielder. Emily Tucker is a junior at second base, hitting eighth. Mary Rogers.
I have Brooklyn Hassler. Hassler is batting seventh.
I was going to say, I have Mary Rogers, 2 spots in the lineup.
Mary's a fantastic player and is in line to be valedictorian of her class. So I can see why she's in the lineup twice, but it is illegal.
Brooklyn Hassler. Thank you. Idiot.
And she's playing center.
There we go. And my father was born in Brooklyn, so I like her. And hitting ninth is Mary Rogers, playing one position, the junior left fielder. For the Fighting Bombardiers, their pitcher is also hitting leadoff, Jenna Callahy. You know how to pronounce that?
It's tough sounding, with the short A and the Callahan.
Callahan. Okay. Speaking of overcoming things, Kevin's loving daughter.
Her mother's listening.
Without her, she'd be lost. Her brother Tim already let her down. She asked him if he had his car. But no, your lovely wife Christine used it to get to work today.
Yes.
Jenna wanted Tim to go and get her Gatorade before the game. I said to Jenna, he's never been there for you. Hitting second is Riley Camacho, a senior captain, heading to Westfield State. She'll catch. Hitting third is the freshman phenom Lola Ronayne, no relation to Lily, which I've called her for more than half the season. She'll hit third and play shortstop. Hitting fourth is Victoria Parent, the senior first baseman. Madison Moran, sister of Jack, will play third base. Nina Sullivan will hit sixth and play center field, just a sophomore. Senior captain Paige Qualia will be in left field. Ariana Amari will start as Amaral will start as a designated player. That's an L. There we go, Amaral. And Mary Bosch, another senior captain, will start in right field. Lily McGilvery is the flex player. She'll be at second base.
And should we mention senior night here at Attleboro?
I got to bring in our AACS TV audience, and then we'll mention senior night.
Okay.
Coming down in 5, 4, 3. Good afternoon and welcome to AACS 15 Sports. Today it's a rivalry game as the Attleboro Blue Bombardiers softball squad hosts the North Attleboro Red Rocketeers. Attleboro comes in with a record of 11-6 overall, 10-5, good for third place in the Kelly Rex division of the Hockomock League, averaging 7.47 runs a game, allowing 5.5. North Attleboro comes in 5-13 overall, a very young team. 5 sophomores, 4 juniors in the lineup today, 4-11 in the Hawk. They're scoring 4.72 runs a game and allowing 8.94. I'm Paul Healy along with Kevin Callahan. And Kevin, why is today special?
It is senior night here at Attleboro at the Drummond Street Turf Field, and a very important game for both teams. North Attleboro just 2 games remaining. Attleboro with 3. Attleboro on track to make the playoffs, but don't get fooled by the records, Paul. Yeah. Attleboro came from behind and won the first meeting 7-2, but they were down 2-0 in that game.
Jenna Callahan will pitch for the Bombardiers, 8-4 on the season in 69 2/3 innings, 61 strikeouts, 17 walks, 2.91 ERA. Swing and a miss on a breaking ball to North's pitcher, who's leading off. Both teams have their pitcher leading off today. Both wear number 3, Grace Foreman, a sophomore.
Grace hitting 386 with a 462 on base, 22 hits to lead the team for North.
I think that explains why she's hitting leadoff. You didn't flinch,
I flinched. I got to be honest. If you're watching TV and flinching, I got to be honest.
Yes. So I have 3 flinches this season. Kevin has 2.
You have 4.
I have 4.
Yeah, you picked up 2 last game, plus the one on TV, plus the one before that.
At home watching on the computer. Swing and a miss. And there's a strikeout of 3 pitches for Jenna. Off to a good start. What does Jenna throw?
Jenna's got a fastball, a rise, a changeup that apparently other people have told me this is very deceiving and good. And she has the slip pitch that you've seen once now.
Once. Ariana McDavitt is up, the junior right fielder. Call strike on the outside corner, 0-1. She hit .364 last year, led the club with 24 hits. How's she doing this year, Kevin?
.353 with a .468 average with 18 hits.
Wow.
And she went 2 for 3 in the first meeting against Attleboro. That is
Straight
literally our
up.
way. Heads up, Peter Bray.
Whoa! Almost took out the Sun Chronicle
Mark
cameraman.
Stockwell there. Almost got you there, Mark. Protect the camera.
Yes, literally, folks.
You won't get in trouble for getting hit on the head, but you get in trouble for losing the camera.
Left his head exposed and protected the camera. Ball just a bit high. You know, I know Jenna tries to get players to chase when she's 0-2, but it's almost too far.
It's not going to chase that riser that far out of the zone.
Just a bit high, 2-2.
But again, she knows McDavitt very well. They've played together for the last 3 summers. McDavitt did go 2 for 3. Both girls pitched, Jenna and Lola, last game, so they know each other's strengths and weaknesses so well.
Swing and a miss on a breaking ball on the outside part of the plate. 2 strikeouts for Jenna. When these teams met on May 1st, again, Bombardiers came back to win 7-2. In that game, Jenna had 5 scoreless innings in relief, allowed 4 hits, no walks with 7 strikeouts, and she also had her first home run of her high school career.
First ever home run over a fence.
Wow.
Which was really, really cool to see.
Mary Ellen Charette is up, the junior third baseman. Swing and foul tip, swing and a miss, strike 1 at a pitch high in the zone. Love the uniforms today, both of them.
Going with the classic blue and the reds.
North, royal blue jerseys, white pants, white lettering, just classic basic look. Outside, 1-1. North, white jerseys, red sleeves, North, and big letters across the chest. White pants with a thin stripe. Again, the classic old-time baseball, softball uniforms.
You got Mary Ellen wearing the socks, too. The old school stirrups. No flinch.
No flinch above us. Again, for new listeners, Kevin and I have been together for 7 years, and in softball, we're so close to the backstop, we keep track of who flinches more on foul balls. I'm ahead 4-3 because I was rewatching a game at home on the computer.
This is golf, Paul. You're losing 4-3. You have more than me.
Yes, outside 2-1. But I was watching a game at home with the computer, and a ball was fouled back towards our backstop camera. And at home, I flinched, and I followed Marcus of Queensbury rules, called Kevin up, and admitted to the flinch.
You're nothing if not honest.
Breaking ball is fouled back. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Good at bat for Charette, who went 2 for 3 in the first meeting with 2 RBIs, hitting .289 with a .418 on base percentage, and has 17 RBIs. No, she doesn't. She has 9 RBIs on the season.
Here comes the 2-2 pitch from Callahan, top of the first, no score. Pop to deep to right field. Bosch is back on senior day. The captain makes the catch. 3 up, 3 down. We should mention that Peter Bray set up our backstop camera and is running our graphics today. He'll keep the pitch count on your TV screen if you're watching on AACS. Jim Jones is the engineer in charge. We'll be right back on AACS 15 Sports and 1320 WAR. Nailed the dramatic pause.
Bristol Glass, 110 North Main Street in Attleboro, has supported local high school sports for many years. Bristol Glass has been chosen for glass replacement projects for home and business for over 60 years. From shower doors to auto glass and mirror replacement, Bristol Glass is ready to do the job. They accept most insurance plans and serve several communities around the Attleboro area. They're open weekdays from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. You can contact them at 508-222-5810 and on the web at bristolglass.com.
Welcome back to AACS 15 Sports and 1320 WARA Radio. Our umpires today behind the plate, Paul McDermott. Grew up in Dorchester, St. Ambrose Parish. And our base umpire is Jim Stagnita, who grew up near Syracuse, New York, went to college at Utica, where he dominated intramurals. Whoops.
Do you remember from the hockey team, Cam Elliott from this year,
Yes.
PJ Elliott?
Yes.
They have a sister, oh my gosh, I'm drawing a blank on her right now, but she plays girls hockey, women's hockey up at Utica.
Oh, wow.
Great, unbelievable facilities. They said it's like a D1 top-notch facilities, and Utica's really, really good in women's hockey. And that's all I know.
All right, I never gave Attleboro's defense. I'll do that in the top of the second. Foreman pitching for North Attleboro. She's 3-7 on the season in 39 2/3 innings pitched. 8.12 ERA. Palmer is the catcher. Charette at third. Willie at shortstop. Tucker at second base. Lewicki at first. Callahan fouls that off to left. Coach Homer makes the catch off the screen for you arena football fans. 0-1 to Jenna. The outfield left to right. Rogers, Hassler, McDavid.
And if that fence wasn't here, that ball may have hit my car in the parking lot, the teacher's lot.
Would be the second time. Jenna, left-handed batter, hitting leadoff. High and in, it's 1-1. How's she doing this year?
Jenna is hitting .353 with a .507 on base percentage. Wow. 5 doubles, 2 triples, a home run, 8 RBIs, 20 runs scored, and 16 walks.
Now, I guess it makes sense to have her at leadoff then. 2 balls, 1 strike as that pitch is high. Jenna left-handed batting. Plays in volleyball in the fall, basketball in the winter, but softball is her sport. Slashes that to left, up in the air, foul. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Rogers puts a chase on it, but with coming off the lefty batter, everything slices away from left field. So Mary Rogers putting more of a chase on it just to get the foul ball. She really didn't have much of a chance at that one.
Like my golf swing, everything slices.
Exactly. Until you overcompensate, then you hook it.
Exactly. He fouls that off to the left over the fence. Count remains 2-2. Again, doing a leadoff batter's job, making the pitcher throw oodles of pitches.
There's a thing, you see me doing, talk about game changer, and they have quality at bat percentage, and basically takes into account hits and walks and how many pitches you see in a bat. And Jenna and Lola are both at 70% on the year for quality at bats, meaning seeing a lot of pitches or you're doing something with the pitch.
Wow. Next pitch from Palmer was low. Sorry, breaking ball. It's 3-2. Sorry, Kevin.
And this will count as a quality at bat.
Fouls that off.
Ooh, that one hit the top of the fence and spun up and over, landed in the first row of the bleachers.
And they flinched.
They flinched. One for the fans for flinching.
It's senior day here at Attleboro. We'll give you the 6 seniors in a moment.
8th pitch of the at-bat coming up.
Ball 4 outside. So how many walks this year?
For Jenna, that is now her 17th walk to lead the team. Next closest is, I believe, Nina Sullivan, with 10 walks.
Wait, I had the stats right here in front of me. You're putting them out for me. Thank you.
I thought you were just setting me up. So
Riley Camacho, the senior catcher. I can't believe we're not going to be calling Riley Camacho's name again next year. Wow. She's heading to Westfield State.
Westfield State to play softball. And she started off, sorry, Paul. She started off very slow and was getting frustrated. She got her average up to 321 now.
Wow.
And she's a career over 400 hitter, close to 450.
Had 37 RBIs as a sophomore and junior combined. What does she have this year? Called strike on the outside edge, 1-1.
So Riley on the year, 18 hits, 3 doubles, a triple, 11 RBIs, 19 runs scored, 6 walks, and leads the team with 5 stolen bases.
So 48 RBIs so far in her career. Inside pitch, hammered, deep to left field, looking up, home run, Riley Camacho on senior day.
And for Riley, her first home run of the season.
Wow.
And no better time, as Attleboro takes an early 2-0 lead and a whole team out to congratulate senior Camacho.
So now it's 50 RBIs in her career as a two-run homer to left center field. Not close. That was out.
For her first home run of the year, as mentioned, and stepping to the plate now, Lola Ronayne, hitting 500 on the year, Paul, and she has 3 home runs, 17 RBIs on the season, leads the team with 11 doubles.
Other than that, she hasn't done a thing. Trade the bum.
13th team home run for Attleboro right there for Camacho.
Breaking ball from Foreman, called strike 1. Nice pitch.
They tied Taunton, I believe, for combined home runs.
How many home runs did you say?
That's the 13th.
Oh, great breaking ball. 0-2. That's got to be a program record.
Yeah. I mean, we've only been doing games for a few years for softball with you that have been working. I don't recall this many home runs.
0-2 count. Palmer not messing around, throws a strike. Foreman not messing around, throws a strike that Ronayne fouls off to the right. Count remains 0-2.
And I don't like to talk about strikeouts too often for the hitters to come up. But Lola, as a freshman power hitter, she has only struck out 3 times. And I say that as a positive. She's got the least amount on the team.
Ball low, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Grace Foreman is the pitcher. She's one of my favorite players because my daughter's name is Grace. And when it came to sports, Grace is a heck of a singer. Low, 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Grace also has a save on the year, too, in one opportunity on the year.
Yeah, my daughter Grace gave up on sports by about 4. My son Camden made it to 14. Oh, last, that's crushed, but foul left field. Long strike.
And Bailey Camacho made a, Riley's brother, who plays at Colby Sawyer, made a half-hearted attempt at best for that ball. But
oh, there he is, yeah.
Lola Ronan going for the high heat on that one and turned on it.
Let the record show Riley can still beat Bailey in arm wrestling. And getting an extra ball is our home plate umpire, Paul McDermott.
So a 2-2 pitch, 1, 2, 3, 4. This will be the 7th pitch of this at-bat for Ronan.
Wow. 2-0 Attleboro, bottom of the 2nd. Low, ball 3. That gets away from the catcher, Palmer. No harm, no foul, no one on base.
And Paul, for this North Attleboro team, Jamie Duffy taking over a team that was dominated by Kelly Colleran, not just last year, but the last 2 years, where Kelly came in and struck out 18 out of 21 outs on average for 2 years in a row.
She's a BU now?
She's a last I heard.
Okay. Ball 4 is a walk, so Attleboro sent 3 batters to the plate. They've got 3 base runners. Victoria Parent, the transfer from Bishop Fian, and I can never thank her enough for that, is coming up.
388 on the season, 492 on base percentage, 4 home runs, 23 RBIs.
Ball gets away. That's low. Moving to second base on the wild pitch is Lola Ronan.
So it's been funny. In 3 games this year where Vicky, Maddie, and Lola have all hit a home run in the same game. Vicky hit a grand slam the other day against Milford. But it's like when one hits one, the others say, hey, I have to keep up.
It's contagious.
Yes.
Heading out to the mound to talk to her pitcher is North Attleboro coach Jamie Duffy. I spoke to her a little bit before the game. A lot of personality. And again, what's the program you coach in the summer where Jamie's the head coach and you're the wannabe assistant?
Wannabe assistant. My son Matt also coaches. He's more respected than I am. Excel Energy Rocks, or a brand new ball game Rocks. And there's 10 girls from Attleboro that are in that program. There's 5 or 6 from North Attleboro in the program as well.
Nice pitch. That conference worked.
Yes, it did. That's how you know when the conference worked, when the next pitch is a strike.
What do you have for a count?
1 ball, 1 strike.
Thank you.
To the senior going to Northwestern.
Shot fouled into the Bristol Glass parking lot. I heard a bang.
That one might take out a windshield.
How many years ago did your windshield get taken out?
3, and I learned not to park where you are.
Yeah. Hey, I got the tree to protect me.
That's true, you do.
But I backed in, so it's my back windshield at risk. High. Heading to third base is Ronan.
Paul, you got to give me a little bit of credit on that one. That was right at my eyes, and I watched it come right at me.
No flinch.
No flinch on that. Yeah, Vicky will be going to Northwestern to study psychology, but on the med track.
Oh, wow.
I guess that means psychiatry, maybe? Prescribe pills?
High. 3 balls, 1 strike. Well, if she's
3-2.
3-2, thank you. Studying psychology. They gave me as a test case. Victoria gave up. Try to analyze that play-by-play guy on your softball games. Ball 4 high. Runners at first and third. Nobody out. 2-0. Bottom of the 1st.
And pitch count getting a little bit high. I know Coach Duffy has utilized Ariana McDavitt and Grace Foreman pretty evenly this year. Grace has thrown almost 40 innings, and Ariana has thrown about 60 innings.
Maddie Moran is up, junior third baseman. Runner is going. Ooh, they tried to throw down to the second baseman to cut it off. There was a communication error. She let it go. Ball goes into the outfield. Scoring from third base is Ronan.
So kind of a double steal on that, or are you going an error? And if so, who's the error on?
I think second baseman.
Okay. And coming home is Lola Ronan with the 3rd run, and that's ball 1 to Maddie Moran. We'll give you her stats in a second.
Parent moves to second Ball high to Maddie. Is that 2 balls?
Yeah, 2 balls, Maddie, coming in 348 on the year with a 446 on base, 4 home runs, 22 RBIs.
And a rocket arm at third base. Called strike. Beautiful pitch by Foreman. 2-1. And let the record show that Madison Moran's parents do love her more than her brother Jack. Who wouldn't? Swing and a miss and a pitch up in the zone, 2-2. I should be nicer to Jack, considering I screwed up his name for the first 2 boys lacrosse games we covered this year.
And you know, Jack plays 2 sports with a big, heavy stick.
Yes.
Hockey and lacrosse.
Yes.
You got to be very careful, Paul.
Good point. I flinched because I had my head down, heard the screen in front of me. Is our soundboard still working? All right, I lead now, 5 flinches to 3.
That's awesome.
And that was the sound that made me flinch.
I enjoyed watching that right. That's twice I've caught you in the flinch this year.
That's a pass ball, that one.
3-2.
Hit hard to right field. McDavitt on the run. Can't get there. This will be an RBI, at least a double for Moran.
It went under the fence.
Ground rule double. Second hit of the inning. Bombardiers lead 4-0.
The fence, because it's a temporary fence with weights on it, it comes up at the bottom, so many balls go under the fence, and that is at least the 3rd or 4th time this year that it has taken away a triple from an Attleboro player.
4-0 Bombardiers here in the bottom of the first. Still nobody out. The number 6 batter is up. Sophomore center fielder Nina Sullivan, left-handed batter, also a heck of a catcher.
Having a great year. 356 on base percentage, has worked 10 walks, scored 9 runs, 3 stolen bases.
Squares to bunt, has to duck under that pitch. Ball 1.
Nina, a very good bunter, fast out of the box, has a bunter single or 2 on the season as well. Also has a double on the season to go along with 5 RBIs.
For our radio audience, an open stance, closes up, swing and a miss, 1 ball, 1 strike, as Grace Foreman had a little something on that pitch.
Our TV audience, she has an open stance too, I think.
Well, they can see it though.
Kidding.
Fouled back. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Haven't seen you in a week, Paul. Gotta have some fun with it.
You know, I can stay home to get this aggravation.
Get aggravated in Quincy, get aggravated in Attleboro.
Bang, zoom. I can also turn off your microphone. High, 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Oh, but then the complaints will just come pouring in, I'm sure.
To Nina Sullivan. If you'd like to insult Kevin Callahan, you can text me at 774-287-6194. Ball low, nice stop by the catcher Palmer. Staying at second base is Moran. Full count.
So an interesting thing too about North Attleboro is Coach Duffy was telling me that everybody's playing a slightly different position than they did last year, or they're brand new to varsity this year, and just trying to put all the pieces together.
Up and in, ball 4, and I believe I just feel a gentle breeze blowing in. So that's the 3rd walk of the first inning. Attleboro sending their 7th batter, a Paige Qualia. North has yet to record an out. Runners on first and second. Paige is senior captain, and all of the outfielders this year. Attleboro has had an outstanding defensive outfield.
They've been incredible. They have saved so many runs.
Bunt is fouled to the third base line. 0-1 to Paige.
Paige was deciding between URI and Rhode Island College and chose Rhode Island College to be going into nursing next year to go along with her 280 average and 419 on base percentage.
Outstanding.
She has a career home run. Hit one last year.
Called strike in the lower part of the zone. 0-2. Good start for Foreman.
Maddie Moran getting a very aggressive secondary lead off of second base.
And the third base, Charette way in. Now she moves back even with the bag. Shortstop and second baseman are in. That miss high?
That miss just high.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Sometimes you'll see when it's 3-0, it's automatically a strike.
Yeah.
The reverse is sort of true. 0-2, it's almost always a ball.
That was gutsy pitch to take. 0-2, Paige. Swing and a miss for the strikeout as that ball tailed away from Paige. First strikeout for Grace Foreman. First out of the Bottom of the first, 4-0 Bombardiers. Runners on first and second. Here comes the number 8 batter on senior day, Ariana Emerald.
Ari going to Dean College.
Low, nice stop by the catcher, Palmer, 1-0.
And she'll be studying communications and sports broadcasting while also playing softball at Dean College.
What year? She's a senior?
She's a senior, yes. Interesting tidbit about Ari. She has reached base consecutively 8 times in a row right now, with 4 hits and 4 walks.
Runner is going, sliding head first, safe, pitches into the outfield, but nice play by Rogers, the left fielder, to back it up. Both runners advance, so to third base is Moran. That's a stolen base.
Yep, and taking second is Nina Sullivan, taking the force off now. Second and third, we'll see what North Attleboro does with their defense. Keeping the corners even with the bag, looking to get an out right now.
Shortstop still in. Called strike. Well, Ariana, I wish I knew she was into broadcasting. We might have used her during basketball.
I knew she was in the CTE program for broadcasting. I did not know sports broadcasting until today. I knew she was going for communications.
Called strike on the outside corner, 2-2.
That's a great pitch. That's an almost impossible pitch to hit right on the black.
Kevin is our color commentator for girls basketball. I would have loved to have given Ariana a shot.
You would have missed me.
2-2 is the pitch. Up in the zone, full count. Good eye by the senior. She's the designated player today. Lily McGilvery is playing second base today, not in the batting lineup. And Lily had 2 hits against North last time they played.
2 for 2. With 2 RBI, I believe.
Yeah. Call strike 3, and Ariana knew it.
I jinxed her.
Yeah. 2 outs, 2 strikeouts in a row for Grace Foreman as she's finding her form. And here comes the number 9 batter, Mary Bosch. She's heading to UConn, majoring in something long and polysyllabic to prepare to be a doctor.
We have neuroscience, neurobiology. Sorry. Yeah. I texted her dad, Jay. I'm like, I know Paul and I always say to be something really smart and to save lives, but what is she? So neuroscience, and there's a banner up that also says neurobiology.
Wow.
Something with the head.
Low, nice stop by the catcher, Palmer. 2 balls, no strikes to Mary Bosch, who had 2 outstanding catches against Taunton.
Mary Bosch this year in right field. I told her after a game, I go, do not trade that gold glove in for anything right now. Whatever you're doing, she is tracking everything down in the outfield. She made a nice catch in the first inning, as well as she works the count to 3-0 right now. But her defense has been absolutely spectacular this year.
And looking at the home plate umpire, Paul McDermott, signaling 3-0, I think he's broken that pinky finger a few times over his athletic career. Called strike on the inside edge, 3-1. 4-0 Bombardiers, but 2 runners in scoring position with 2 out in the bottom of the first.
North Attleboro's defense, everybody's back, even behind the base. Outfield maybe shifted a little bit to the right.
Ball 4. Bases are loaded, and coming up for the second time this inning, leadoff batter Jenna Callahan. That's 4 walks in the inning.
Yeah, and that's going to be it for Grace Foreman. Coach Duffy is at the line looking for an umpire to officially call timeout. And Ariana McDavitt will come in from right field, Paul, to take over the pitching for Grace Foreman.
McDavitt on the season, thanks to Kevin Stats that I'll announce. She started 10 games, pitched in 15, 60 1/3 innings, 2 wins, 6 losses. Has allowed 56 earned runs. She struck out 53, walked 39, an ERA of 6.85, and a whip of 2.17. She throws 62% of her pitches for strikes.
There's an interesting stat out there, too. Are you going to commercial? I can talk about
give you an interesting stat.
It's called FIP, and I actually researched it the other day.
FIP?
Yeah, FIP.
I don't think you can say that on the radio, Kevin.
Fielders Independent Pitching. And it takes away, it's a new form of like an ERA.
Okay.
And Anna's, McDavitt's ERA is 2 runs lower off the FIP than the ERA. And we can get into a little bit more about it later. I know you're not going to like it.
Or not.
Or not.
We'll be right back on AACS 50 Sports and 1320 WARA.
W.H. Riley is here for your home or business needs this summer. They're a family-run business that always welcomes new customers. They offer air conditioning, generator, and home appliance installation with 24-hour emergency service. For more details, you can contact them at 508-699-4651 or on the web at whriley.com. W.H. Riley & Son, 35 Chestnut Street, North Attleboro, a company Greater Attleboro residents have called on since 1873.
Welcome back to 1320 WARA and AACS 15 Sports. New pitcher, Ms. Ariana McDavitt facing Jenna Callahan, who's up for the second time in this bottom of the first.
Jenna did an 8-pitch walk.
Fouled back, 0-1.
Worked an 8-pitch walk and scored on the Camacho home run earlier in the inning.
McDavitt, a right-hander. Home plate umpire calls time.
And the base umpire is talking to the pitcher, McDavitt. I don't know the rules. There are rules on when you can release and how you get the ball in the glove. And I think Coach Duffy's just getting an explanation now of it's when you can put the ball in the glove.
Yeah.
Jenna has been called or warned on it once this year. Lola's been warned on it once this year.
Now, Jamie Duffy's out there. Does that count as a visit?
No, because I think this is a rules explanation.
Excuse me?
And I think, and I put it this way, I hope they don't call that a mound visit. When you get a rules explanation like that, just to make sure that way you can correct it, on the fly and then in the dugout.
Well, both coaches seem satisfied with the example. Good work by our umpires. Paul McDermott behind the plate, Jim Stagnita on the bases.
I don't completely understand the rule. I'm not sure what the advantage is.
Breaking ball low and away. I was a baseball umpire for 14 years, and I still don't understand the Bach rule completely.
You ever read the Ron Luciano book, The Umpire Strikes Back?
Yes. Fouled off to the left, 1 ball, 2 strikes to the sophomore Callahan.
None of us know what a balk is.
That made me feel so much better.
1-2 to the sophomore Callahan.
Oh, there's a shot to deep center field, but coming in to make the catch, Hassler. Not as much as a shot as I thought. She got under it a little bit. Hassler with the catch, well hit to center field for Callahan. For the Bombardiers, 4 runs on 2 hits. 3 runners left on base after 1 inning. Attleboro leads 4-0. 3 of the 4 runs are earned. We'll be back with second inning action on AACS 15 Sports, 1320 WARA.
Falls AC, 8 Stack Road in North Attleboro, supports high school sports in our community at every level. Opened in the early 80s, owner Angelo Cavallari is proud of their 40 years of service to the Attleboros. Falls AC is open 7 days a week from 10 a.m. to 1 a.m. They have lunch and dinner daily, banquet rooms for your meetings or get-togethers, and dart leagues. The entire staff at Falls AC wishes the high school athletes the best of luck in every game. Falls AC, 8 Stack Road, North Attleboro, 508-695-2688.
Welcome back to AACS 15 Sports, 1320 WARA. Getting ready for the top of the second inning. North Attleboro trailing 4-0 will send up their 4, 5, 6 batters.
Good work by McDavitt on Jenna, working ahead on a 1 and 2 and inducing a fly out to center field to get out of further damage.
Boy, when she first hit that, I thought we had a shot at a grand slam, but got under it a little bit.
Just under it, yep. And McDavitt does have a rise, and a rise can induce a pop-up. So if it rose just a bit and Jenna got under it, there's your fly out to end the inning.
Molly Willie, a 292 average, 390 on base percentage, called strike 1 on the first pitch.
Molly has a home run, 17 RBIs, 2 triples, and 3 doubles on the year.
Wow.
Moved from third base to shortstop this year as well.
Breaking ball slides outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. Good looking athlete.
Very good athlete. Could play pretty much anywhere. And and incredible effort too, always.
Inside pitch, low and in. Ooh, Coach Mark Homer tries to make the play. By the way,
tried to get his ups on that one.
Yes. 1 ball, 2 strikes. If our backstop camera didn't catch that, Greg Homer, your loving son, or we should say Jess Gregg, and his loving daughter, Brianna. If your father's complaining about a bad back and sore knees tomorrow, we know why.
He might need a new something built, and if he knows a carpenter.
Outside, 2 balls, 2 strikes to Willie. A Resilient Contracting LC, Greg Homer's company, our newest underwriter here for Attleboro softball. Foul back.
That went off the umpire's shin.
Yeah. Shin pad.
Shin pad, yeah, not a shin. If it was a shin, he'd be in a lot more pain right now.
2-2 is the count. ResettingTheStandard.com. One long word, resettingthestandard.com. You can get more information about A Resilient Contracting, quality, integrity, respect, and passion. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Oh, took something off that with a late break, swing and a miss. Callahan's 3rd strikeout.
Yeah, nice mix of pitches. Molly's one of Jenna's teammates as well. So again, they all know each other so well, and it's tough to fool each other.
Yeah.
You really have to change speeds, change locations to get the upper hand on a batter that you know.
Lucy Palmer, the sophomore catcher, wearing my favorite baseball number, 6, because that's what Rico Petrocelli wore. Inside, ball 1 to Lucy. Kevin can tell the story about the time Rico Petrocelli was the guest color commentator at Pawtucket, drove down from Linfield, Massachusetts, all the way to Pawtucket with his lovely bride. Shot past the diving shortstop Ronayne into left center field. There goes the no-hitter, a single for Lucy Palmer.
And Lucy come in hitting .255 with a .333 on base percentage. That's Lucy's 14th hit of the season. And Coach Duffy says she's just absolutely been, raking the ball, and there's a lot of hard, loud outs this year for her as well.
Absolutely. Sorry, folks. I thought I turned off my mic, so you heard that cough into the microphone. Anyway, after the game, Rico had a lovely drive back home to Linfield. This is before cell phones.
Before cell phones.
And then what happened when he got home, Kevin?
That's the days of answering machines. He saw his machine blinking, hit the button. Rico, honey? I don't think she said honey.
Yeah.
But he forgot his wife back in Pawtucket, Rhode Island. No Ubers back then. They weren't going to spring for a cab. And drive back to Pawtucket.
Freshman Ava Pratt is the courtesy runner, and she's going to try to steal on the first pitch. Camacho throws down. One hop throw, stolen base. Popped out of the glove of Ronayne. Nice throw by Lily. Great jump by the courtesy runner, Ava Pratt.
And it should be noticed that Ava will be is in there as a courtesy runner for the catcher, not a pinch runner. So they're kind of like tied together now, Ava and Lucy. And I did not notice if that was a ball or a strike.
Fouled back. We'll get the count in just a second. Jill Lewicki is up, the sophomore at first base. Excuse me, what's the count?
1-1.
Thank you.
So the first pitch was a ball to Jill, and a foul ball. Strike to Lewicki, and .295 with a .380 on base percentage.
High in the zone. That's popped up towards second base. McGilvery is there, makes the catch.
I think the wind might be blowing in just a little bit there, Paul, because McGilvery took a step back and quickly corrected herself and then came in for the ball. And I wonder if Jenna's was, I don't think it was going to be a home run, but there was a pop-up, but it was not aided by any wind at all.
Wind is blowing in slightly. This brings up Brooklyn Hassler, the sophomore center fielder. That ball over over my head. Ball 1 did not flinch that time.
I was just hoping.
I lead 5 flinches to 2 this year.
Hassler with 4 RBIs in the season, go along with 4 runs scored, a couple sacrifice bunts and a stolen base.
Called strike in the bottom part of the zone. Late break on that pitch. We've seen that a couple times. 1-1.
Jenna's like working on different spins or adding more spin to the ball as she's looking to increase her pitching. She's interested in playing college softball. A swinging miss, strike 3.
On the outside corner, that's 5 strikeouts for four strikeouts now for Jenna. For North Attleboro, no runs, 1 hit, 1 runner left on base after 1.5. 4-0 Bombardiers over the Red Rocketeers. Don't go away.
Emerald Auto Sales and Service has provided complete auto repair on all foreign and domestic vehicles since 1991. They provide Mass and Rhode Island vehicle inspections and inspections for Massachusetts commercial vehicles. Emerald Auto Sales and Service can diagnose and repair check engine light issues. They're open weekdays 8 to 5, Saturday 8 to 1. For more information, you can call 508-809-6553 or at their location on Route 1 North Attleboro, diagonally across from the Toyota dealership.
Welcome back to AACS 15 Sports. Paul Healy along with Kevin Callahan. Peter Bray set up our backstop camera and is running our graphics. Jim Jones is the engineer in charge. We tried to get Emily Eby, who works with us. She's run the camera for us. She's run graphics many times. She's sick with mono. She won't be back till May 30th. I tried to convince Emily that she'd be contributing more in our truck running graphics than sitting on the bench saying, "Go team, go." She didn't buy it.
She'd rather be with her teammates, huh?
Yes, exactly.
These kids nowadays, right?
Our latest underwriter, Greg Homer. Greg's a carpenter by trade, also known for pipe welding and roofing, licensed, bonded, and insured, and is conveniently located just outside of Tempe, Arizona.
In the Phoenix area.
Yeah. Went to Arizona State to play hockey. He was the first scholarship hockey player they ever had who skated on double runners. Relocated there in 2017 after working as a wildland firefighter in Flagstaff, Arizona. If you're in the Tempe, Arizona area and need a carpenter or bail money, give Greg a call at resettingthestandard.com. Long
Camacho.
Blast to left field. Riley Camacho, her second home run of the day. Both of them, no doubters. Happy senior day, Riley.
Riley Camacho has seen 3 pitches. 2 of them have gone over the left field fence for the senior on senior day. Her first 2 home runs of the day. Attleboro now leads 5-0. Riley Camacho, 2 home runs, 2 runs scored, 3 RBIs.
Wow.
Dave Welsh for the nice little fathead of Riley Camacho.
Oh, there it is. What'd you call me?
You're not the fathead.
Oh,
it is a fathead.
Wow.
No doubt on that one.
Boy, that was a neck sprainer.
Yes.
Ball 1 high and outside.
No flinch.
No. Did Foreman move to right field?
Yes.
Yes, she's under.
So, as a straight switch, McDavitt for Foreman.
Yeah.
And ball high to Lola Ronayne, who walked and scored in the first inning. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was just going to say Palmer's the catcher, Charette at third, Willie at short, Tucker at second, Lewicki at first. Foul ball on the left field line. What's the count, Kevin? 1-1?
1 ball, 1 strike.
Excuse me, folks. That was a belch. Pardon me. The outfield left to right, Rogers, Hassler, and Foreman. Sorry. That's what I get for making fun of Greg. Oh, changeup. It's Ronayne blast that ball, but because it was a changeup, just a little bit ahead of it, it was 77 feet foul. 1-2.
Yeah, she turned on that one,
Yeah.
but she's still turning on it. Doing all the way at circle.
She walked and scored in the first inning. Low. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Lola Ronayne, who are not playing shortstop pitches.
And she's had a good pitching year as well with a 3.97 ERA, 1.57 whip in 37 innings, 32 strikeouts, and to go along with a 3-2 record, she also has a save.
McDavitt, nice pitch on the inside corner, fouled back. Count remains 2-2. Mark LaFontaine, Mr. Blue Pride, off to chase that foul ball.
Mark enjoying the good weather here today.
Yes.
Good crowd here on senior day. We're packed behind us. Wow. A lot of people from, well, it's a short travel from North Attleboro.
Yeah. Change up, blasted down the left field line. Fair ball, dashing after it is Rogers and left. This will be a double for Ronayne.
That's a Lola Ronayne. That is her team leading 12th. Just let me double check this. Yes, her 12th double on the season.
Bombardiers now up to 4 hits on the game. They lead 5-0 with a runner in scoring position. Nobody out, bottom of the second.
And for Ronayne, that's her 27th hit of the season.
Tom Rafferty, WARA personality, has sent us a text, which we'll get to in a second. This is Victoria Parent. Walked and scored, looks at ball 1, no flinch.
Hit by pitch.
Oh, hit by pitch. And for McDavitt, That's wow, 9th batter this year she's hit. And if I'd known that, I wouldn't have read that stat. So runners on first and second.
That one barely grazed her, though.
I know.
We both thought it was a ball. So first and second for Maddie Moran. Looks at a ball high.
Thank you. I have my head down.
Maddie had a double to right field that would have probably been a triple the way it kind of sliced away from the right fielder, but it went under the fence and held her to a double. RBI double, though, on the 6th pitch of the at-bat that she saw.
Ball low and inside. 2-0 to Maddie Moran.
Moran on the year coming into the game with 16, now has 17 hits on the season and 23 RBIs. Ties Vicky Parent for the team lead with 23 RBIs.
High and outside. 3-0. Tom Rafferty. Come on. Whoops. Got to restart.
Is this your 4G flip phone?
Yes, my 4G flip phone with the sun shining on it. 3-0 pitch from McDavitt. Takes something off it for strike one. And Kevin has said later as his coaching career is advanced, as he's getting older, you're more willing to give the green light on 3-0 than you used to.
Pitchers take something off of it and they groove it down the middle of the plate, which is where the batters want to see the pitch. And as you get older, sometimes you may only see one pitch in the at-bat that you like as the pitchers get better and better as Moran works to walk, loading the bases, nobody out for Nina Sullivan. So I'm more willing to give a bat, give the green light on 3-0 for that very reason. Usually good contact is made, and here's the big key. As there's a mound visit right now. The green light does not mean you have to swing.
Right. Not mandatory.
Right. Is the same thing with bunts. That doesn't mean you have to bunt unless it's a squeeze.
Yep.
It just means we're giving you the opportunity to hit should you choose to swing the bat. So up steps Nina Sullivan now, who walked and stole second, got stranded at second base in the first inning. Nina second on the team with 11 walks. And you were about to say?
I'm going to read Tom Rafferty's text in just a moment. Nina, left-handed batter. Mentioned the stolen base?
Yes.
Thank you. Tiny little thing, but heck of an athlete.
And a gun for an arm.
Yep. Called strike on a breaking ball on the outside edge. 0-1 to Nina.
Nina has thrown out when she's been splitting the catching duties with Riley Camacho. Nina has thrown out 37% of would-be base stealers this year.
Ball low, 2-0. I'm sorry, 1-1.
1-1.
I corrected myself. You don't have to point out again. Kevin likes to leave the mistakes for me because that's what the audience expects. So on the rare occasions he makes a mistake, boy, do I point that out. Ground ball towards second. The second baseman Tucker is in. Can't field it cleanly. Sadly, that's going to be an error. Run scores. Unearned run.
Unearned run.
6-0 Bombardiers, which I should mention more for our radio audience, in the bottom of the second. Parent moves to third. Moran to second. Safe at first is Sullivan.
And I think, Tucker was in, but I think the only play there was the first, and she just kind of bobbled it for a second, and Sullivan with good speed. Once the bobble happens, that's it. She's going to beat everything out.
Yeah.
Stepping to the plate, senior Paige Quelia, going to Rhode Island College.
Fouls that off to the left. 0-1 to Paige. Struck out swinging her first time up. Tom, I'm not ignoring your text. It's just tough to read in the sun. Listening from University Radiology in Somerset. Station is clear as a summer day. Loud and clear.
Thank you for listening, Tom. Much appreciated.
Kevin sounds great. Paul, you talk too much. Hey. I'm the play-by-play guy. There's that breaking ball again, called strike on the outside edge. 0-2?
0-2 to Quelia, who's missed the last couple of games with a bit of an injury, but I know things have been checked out and everything's, obviously she's cleared to play, so things are good.
Again, change-up, foul tip into the mitt. Strike three. Nice catch by Palmer. We could tell you what the injury was, but we'd have to kill you. This is sports. You can't report that information. That's the first out of the inning. Attleboro leads 6-0 here in the bottom of the second.
Well, what's tough, though, is any injury. You get into a groove, and Paige has gotten into a groove, gotten her average, up and over 300.
Oh! Amaral with a base hit to left.
Oh,
one run is in.
field.
2 runners in. Here comes the third runner. Over to second base is Amaral. We're going to call that a base hit, 2 RBIs, an E7 allowing the third run to score and Amaral to get to second base.
Yeah, that's I believe so. There's a single to left and just got kicked a little bit, and on the turf field the ball will get flying. But an RBI single for Ari Amaral. Nina Sullivan does come around and score.
So we've had 5 more runs this inning. It's 9-0. 3 of those 5 runs earned. Ball 1 low to Mary Bosch, the right fielder who walked and was stranded at first the first time up.
And take away the King Philip and the Taunton loss, which you cannot do.
Yeah.
Attleboro's bats have really woken up the second half of the season, scoring in double figures. I believe it was 6 of the last 7 games, and they're at 9 right now in the second inning.
That was ball 1 to Bosch inside. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike.
There was another pitch in there.
Yeah.
It's 1-2 right now.
Okay, thank you.
Yep. So Mary Bosch, the senior, going to UConn to major in neuroscience/neurobiology.
Missing inside. Now it's 2-2.
Lots of syllables, as you say.
I was going to say, not only could I not major in those, I couldn't spell them. Why isn't she a theater major like I was? I was talking to her grandfather about that before the game. Changeup stays up high, full count.
Nice frame by Lucy Palmer. Maybe, I think, look a little bit closer than it was, but it was just a little bit high and just a little bit out. But Lucy doing a nice job there, trying to pull it back in for strike 3.
Swing and a miss with that breaking ball. Second strikeout for McDavid against one walk and a hit batter.
So it's Callahan now for a third at bat now in the second inning.
Wow. Left-handed batter. She's walked and scored and flown out to center field with bases loaded. Looked like it was a grand slam, but she just got under it. Looks at ball 1 outside. And it's 9-0 Bombardiers. Bottom of the second. Nice stop by the catcher on a pitch low and away. 2-0 to Jenna Callahan.
So Jenna will look for something to drive, and Emerald on second base with 2 outs. Will be able to get a good head start with a good aggressive secondary lead.
Bombardiers have scored in double digits in 6 of their past 9 games, and they've won 7 in that stretch. A blast to left center field. This will reach the fence. Here's an RBI single for Jenna Callahan. 10-0 Bombardiers.
RBI double.
Thank you.
You got it.
So
Swinging
scoring.
in Ari Emerald for the 10th run. Sorry.
And I believe 7 of those are earned.
And we're going to have a courtesy runner for Jenna Callahan. Should be number 21. Let me look that up really quick. I think that's Sam Fasante. I will double check that right now.
And that's a double for Jenna. How many RBI does Jenna have now?
I believe that's her 9th. That is Sam Fasante, number 21. If I'm wrong, the numbers have changed throughout the year on some of the players, and depending on the uniforms, so my apologies if that is not Sam Fasante. It was the last game at Milford, number 21. You had asked how many RBIs for Jenna. That is her 9th RBI of the season.
And now she scored.
And that's her 6th double.
Wow. And she scored 21 runs now in the season. This brings up Riley Camacho. She's been up twice. She's seen 3 pitches. She's hit 2 home runs for 3 RBI. Ball 1 inside.
And now, how do you pitch Camacho? Do you even give her anything close? You try to go low and in, low and away. I mean, you gotta stay away from the middle where she is just turning on that ball right now.
The coaches at Westfield State will be glad to read this tonight. Inside pitch. That's hammered to center field. Making the catch was Hassler. Just got under it.
Just got under, just a little bit jammed down, not on the barrel, just underneath the barrel for the third out.
Hit it to deep center field off the handle. While for the Bombardiers, 5 more runs on 1-2, 3 more hits.
6 more runs.
6 more runs, excuse me. So they've got 10 runs on 5 hits.
Okay, yes.
We've got 2 North errors. And the Bombardiers,
5 hits.
Yep, have left 4 on base. 7 of the 10 runs we think are earned. After 2 complete, Attleboro 10, Red Rocketeers coming up in the top of the 3rd.
Falls AC, 8 Stack Road in North Attleboro, supports high school sports in our community at every level. Opened in the early 80s, owner Angelo Cavallari is proud of their 40 years of service to the Attleboros. Falls AC is open 7 days a week from 10 a.m. to 1 a.m. They have lunch and dinner daily, banquet rooms for your meetings or get-togethers, and dart leagues. The entire staff at Falls AC wishes the high school athletes the best of luck in every game. Falls AC, 8 Stack Road, North Attleboro, 508-695-2688.
Welcome back to AACS 15 Sports. Paul Healy along with Kevin, that's going to leave a mark, Callahan. Peter Bray set up our equipment and is running our graphics. Jim Jones, the engineer in charge. Remember when we did the North Attleboro, Junior Legion State Tournament in North Attleboro? What year was that?
2018.
And the center fielder for the Quincy Club, the Morissette Club out of Quincy, Zach Hatfield.
He was the one that was always dirty, right?
Yes, exactly. Pigpen. We just got a note from his mother, who's been listening to my radio show since then.
Awesome.
Zach is doing some stand-up comedy now. She says he must be adopted. Ball 1 inside to Emily Tucker, the junior second baseman from Jenna Callahan. She's allowed 1 hit, has faced 7 batters over 2 innings. Oh, nice pitch low and inside. Bloop to second base. Oh, McGilvery with a diving catch. And there's a red star play in my scorebook.
And I like that McGilvery came in so hard for that ball. I like a pitcher going after a ball, but not behind them, especially in baseball with the hill, but it doesn't have that in softball. Yeah. But going behind them, it's so much easier to come in, and Jenna did not have a chance. Vic's too far away from Vic, and McGilvery read it great and put a nice and laid out for it and got a nice catch.
Wow. Ball 1 inside to Mary Rogers, the junior left fielder. How's Mary doing?
Mary's on-base percentage right now is .302. Coach Duffy said in the second half of the year, she has been ripping the ball and has been hitting about .300 in the second half of the year. Got off to a bit of a slow start. Kind of a change up there, Paul. Got a check swing. I'm not sure if it was on the swing or on the pitch or a little bit of both.
Long red hair flowing out of the back of the helmet. My daughter Grace had long red hair. This is how I became an expert on hair braiding. Fastball fouled back. And you can see that nice pitch, and Mary was right on that. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Yeah, it was right at the lower part of the zone. A tough pitch to hit, but Mary was on it. And yeah, she's seen, according to Coach Duffy, seen the ball really well and playing a real good left field as well.
It is stunningly beautiful here. Top of the 3rd, 10-0 Bombardiers. Change up. There's our first ooh of the day.
It's our first ooh.
Yep, stays inside, 2-2.
Callahan wanted that pitch as well.
Well, again,
father and daughter.
When you're calling about 300 pitches a game. Fastball, foul. Ooh.
Past Coach Duffy, I'll have to give her.
Coach Jamie, you got to move your feet on that.
Exactly. You can't just use your arms.
You can't just reach.
Yeah, you got to bend down. You got to move your feet. You got to get in position. You got to be an example.
And you're right. She bent at the waist, not the knees.
Exactly.
Doesn't look like a scholarship player to me, Kevin.
No. I mean, shortstop. I'm not seeing it.
2-2. Fastball drills, but right at the shortstop, Lola Ronayne. So that's an L6 for a lineout.
2 good defensive plays this inning. One by McGilvery and that one by Ronayne, reading it, going to her right, our left to make that catch. Bringing up the top of the order now, Grace Foreman.
Grace struck out swinging in the top of the 1st inning. 10-0 Bombardiers here, top of the 1st. This game started at 3:40. Called strike low and in. It's 4:33 right now.
In the top of the 3rd, I think you said first.
Oh, sorry. Top of the 3rd?
Yep.
And by the way, that might have been an ooh from North fans. Outside edge, ball.
No, she swung at it.
0-2.
It fouled it off.
I started looking down. I should wait for the umpire to make the call.
And when they swing, it's the new rule that
no, the pitch started coming in. I looked out at my scorecard and started filling in. It's the little things, folks. Fastball fouled back. Count remains 0-2. You know, Kevin, people think it's easy to be this stupid.
Well, I was gonna say, if it was just radio like it used to be, we could get away with things like that. But people could see your calls now, Paul.
Oh, God.
1-2 the Foreman.
Just a bit high and outside. That's
Camacho saved the flinch on me there, Paul. There's a good chance I may have flinched, but Camacho saved it and tipped it away. 2-2. The Foreman hitting 386 with a 462.
Again, Jenna, I know you want to make him chase on 0-2, but 3.5 feet outside the strike zone. Just a bit much.
Not going after that one?
Yeah.
Well,
ball outside. Well, no, it's my only criticism I have of her. Because, and again, when you're that far out of the strike zone, the next pitch was way out. It just, when you're pitching and you're on, to miss by that much, you can screw yourself up.
Right. No, you want to be outside or miss inside enough to have him chase. McGilvery going back. Oh.
And that falls in, going for second base. There's the throw from Bosch. Oh, the throw was on time, but offline. The tag wasn't made, so that goes as a double for Grace Foreman. That's why she hits leadoff. Second hit of the day for the Bombardiers. Excuse me, the Rocketeers. A bloop to right center.
May have been a little bit of a miscommunication between Mary and McGilvery there. I wasn't sure if McGilvery peeled off at the last second or if Mary may have been saying, you take it.
Yeah.
And he kind of dropped in, and Foreman hustling all the way into second for a double.
And McGilvery hasn't played a lot of second base this year. Swing and a miss to Ariana McDevitt.
I think this is, trying off the top of my head, maybe her third game, maybe fourth game at second.
Okay.
And she's played really well at second, and she's also played a very strong left field.
Yeah, absolutely. Outside, 1 ball, 1 strike to McDavid, one of the leading hitters for North. Again, last year, 364 with 24 hits.
And not too far off this year, 353 with 18 hits, 468 on base percentage.
Oh, there she is. Kevin's right. Those are her stats. 18 hits, all singles.
All singles. Very good contact hitter is Anna.
14 runs scored.
Been hit by a couple pitches, too.
Jenna Callahan, sophomore righty. Swing and a miss, and a pitch up and the zone for fans of League of Their Own. Kid can't lay off the high ones.
High heat. We've talked about it. Baseball, softball, from T-ball to the day you retire.
Right.
1-2, Callahan in the driver's seat.
Just a bit outside, 2-2.
Can't get over how beautiful it is outside.
Oh, I know.
This is unbelievable.
Oh, I have to mention the clouds.
More wispy today.
Yes. The runner at second base signaling to the batter. So I wonder if she's picking up Camacho's pitches. That pitch was way outside, 3-2.
So they may have to work on that if Attleboro seeing that and see if they can maybe change their signs a bit.
Yeah. Fastball inside, fouled off to the right. Count remains full.
How do you feel? Like sometimes I wanted to know if what the pitch was coming. Sometimes I didn't want to know because it gets in your head.
Yeah.
And then what if she's wrong? People miss their locations or they get crossed up on their signals.
Ball 4 outside. That's Jenna's first walk of the day, just the 18th of the season. Suddenly, North has runners on first and second. 2 outs here in the top of the third. Attleboro leads North 10-0.
Bringing up Mary Ellen Charette, 2 for 3 last game with 2 RBIs. This year, Mary Ellen hitting .289 with a .418 on base percentage, 9 RBIs.
And she went deep to the outfield the first time up. There's a ground ball to Ronayne, backhands it all the way across the diamond in time. 6-3 if you're scoring at home.
And why wouldn't you be?
So for the Red Rocketeers, no runs on 1 hit. They now have 2 in the game. No Attleboro errors. 2 runners left on for a total of 3 in the game. So after 2.5 innings, Attleboro 10, North Attleboro nothing. We're going to keep it right here. Again, our latest underwriter, we want to thank Greg Homer, who believes a lot of people are going to be moving from the Attleboro, Northern Rhode Island area to the Tempe, Phoenix, Arizona area, and Maniac Carpenter. And again, this is non-profit radio like NPR, so we can't tell you how wonderful our underwriters and sponsors are. We can only thank them for contributing to these broadcasts.
But the next time you are out in the Phoenix, Tempe area,
yes,
hey, stop in and say hi.
Exactly right.
Great man. Talked to him for about half an hour a week or so ago, and very happy to support not only Attleboro softball, support his father, and everything here. And thank you for listening. What's that?
Yes.
3 time zones? Well, I guess it depends on the year, time of year for Arizona. Yeah. Sometimes they switch their clock, sometimes they don't.
Yeah, but he's got an RV by a river, which is dangerously close to a van down by the river. When he's not doing carpentry, he is a motivational speaker.
Exactly.
Jenna Callahan has thrown 52 pitches through 3 innings. Bombardiers are up in the bottom of the 3rd.
McDavitt is on for her second full inning.
Wow. And I'm in the column for the 5th inning.
Right.
And it's the 3rd inning. Is this Lolo Ronayne?
Yes, it is.
Shortstop. Walked and scored and had a base hit to left field and scored. Fouls this off to the left. Boy, Lola's had a bunch of foul balls to left field with distance. 0-1.
Lola going for a rise ball there, turning on high heat. She had to do that one over again. May not have swung at that one, kind of neck high. Lola's got a very aggressive swing all the time. It's the same very powerful swing.
Fly ball to center field. Hassler is there, makes the catch as she just got under it. As they say, Lola Ronayne does not get cheated
She
when
does
she
not
swings
get cheated on her swings.
Also a basketball player.
Sometimes in baseball, softball, hey, shorten up on your swing and, just kind of punch it through. Lola's swinging.
The best way to coach Lola? Sit back and watch Lola play.
Exactly.
This brings up Victoria Parent, the first baseman. She has walked and scored, had been hit by a pitch and scored. What was that?
That was a ball low, 1-0 to Parent.
McDavid pitching.
Parent with a .492 on base percentage, has been on twice now, so it's probably up around 500 now.
High ball 2 to Victoria.
.388 average, 4 home runs, 23 RBIs, and now 17 runs scored on the season.
One of the 6 seniors being celebrated after the game on Senior Day. McDavitt pitches, takes something off it. Bash to the shortstop on 2 hops. Willie across the diamond in time. 2 up, 2 down for the Bombardiers. Want to congratulate the Attleboro seniors. Paige Qualia, one of the captains. Ariana Amaral. Victoria Parent, Mary Bosch, Riley Camacho, and a missing one, Pam Aneki.
Who unfortunately could not be here today, but she will be going off to Simmons University for nursing. Maddie Moran looks at a strike high in the strike zone for a strike.
Exactly.
0-1.
She has had a base hit to right field, was stranded at third base, stole third base, and walked and scored today. That pitch is hit 8 miles high for you fans of the Birds. Left fielder Rogers calls off the shortstop Willie and makes the catch. And here's a 1-2-3 inning for the Red Rocketeer defense. After 3 full, Bombardiers 10, Rocketeers nothing on AACS 15 Sports 1320 WAR. Nailed the dramatic pause.
Emerald Auto Sales and Service has provided complete auto repair on all foreign and domestic vehicles since 1991. They provide Mass and Rhode Island vehicle inspections and inspections for Massachusetts commercial vehicles. Emerald Auto Sales and Service can diagnose and repair check engine light issues. They're open weekdays 8 to 5, Saturday 8 to 1. For more information, you can call 508-809-6553 or at their location on Route 1 North Attleboro, diagonally across from the Toyota dealership.
Welcome back to AACS 15 Sports. I'm Paul Healy along with Kevin Callahan. Peter Bray running our graphics after setting up our equipment. He had these new weird 3D
virtual reality
magnifying glasses.
Yes.
To help him set up our camera. You viewers can tell us if it worked. By the way, if you're watching on the AACS YouTube channel, please feel free to like us, leave a comment, or even subscribe.
It's free. Right?
Yes, it is. Molly Willie is up, the sophomore shortstop, struck out swinging in the 2nd inning, and she's having a good year.
Yeah, 292 with a 390 on base percentage, couple triples, home run, 17 RBIs.
Wow, to lead the club. Ball low from Jenna Callahan.
Hi.
Hi, sorry. My brain said hi. My mouth said low.
1-0 to
Tough to
the
get
sophomore
old.
Willie.
Fouled back, no flinch.
No flinch.
1 ball, 1 strike.
We were a little bit closer.
Yeah.
To get with him.
Riley Camacho, who's got to be in a good mood. She has 2 home runs today, hustles after that foul. So a lot easier to hustle after those foul balls.
Yes, it is. You don't even feel like you're hustling.
Yeah.
You're flying on the air.
1-1 is the count to the cleanup hitter for the Red Rocketeers. Outside, 2-1. Hockomocksports.com, my go-to source for plagiarism. Research on the Hockomock League. They have Taunton at 16-0, number 1 in the league. King Philip at 16-2, who's only 2 losses that are Taunton. Oh
no, they lost to Phoenix 6-0.
That's right, and their rematch with Taunton is today.
Right, 6:30 tonight.
Ground ball, foul. Moran fields it. 1 ball, 2 balls, 2 strikes to Willie. Ranked number 3 in the league. Yep, the Attleboro Blue Bombardiers. Attleboro's offense has been firing in all cylinders, writes HockomockSports.com, the past couple of weeks, except for games against KP and Taunton. The Bombardiers have scored in double digits 6 of their past 9 games and won 7 times. Ball 3, full count.
Important for all pitchers. You want to avoid all leadoff walks in any inning.
Yes. As Casey Stengel said, they kill you.
Walks will kill you.
Outside. And again, Kevin, Jenna was locked in until she threw that 0-2 pitch 15 feet outside.
Yeah.
And now Coach Homer's coming up to talk to Jenna. And Mark Homer's forgotten more about high school softball than I know. But I would say you're ahead 10-0.
Throw strikes.
You're Jenna frickin' Callahan. Throw strikes.
Throw strikes. Trust your defense.
Yes.
You don't have to paint all the corners. You can work it inside, outside. Yes, change speeds, change your location of your pitch, but you don't have to be so perfect. Sometimes you got to pitch the score a little bit. We used to tell the players, play the game. We'll coach the score.
Okay.
But play the game the way you know how. But work with Riley, work with the senior captain, and throw strikes.
Yeah.
No leadoff walks.
Lucy Palmer is up. She had a base hit to left center field, and her courtesy runner Pratt stole a base, called strike. Low inside corner, 0-1 to Palmer.
Second time we've seen a Mountain Conference working next pitch being a strike.
Lucy, .333 on base percentage, 13 hits in the air, 3 of those doubles. She's driven in 6. And there's a base hit into the hole in left center field. Fielded by Qualia, thrown into third, runners at first and second, nobody out. Third hit of the game for the Rocketeers.
Lucy pulling 2 balls for 2 hits, go 2 for 2, first and second. And Red Rocketeers have a little something going. There's no quit in this team. Again, I've talked to Coach Duffy a lot. They get great spirits. Yes, the record has suffered a bit, but they are averaging almost 5 runs a game. They're a good hitting team, and there's no quit in the team. And they're young, and a lot of them are coming back next year.
Jill Lewicki fouls that off to the right. The sophomore first baseman. It's 0-1, popped out to second her first time up. By the way, to round out the Hawk 5 on HockomockSports.com, Taunton, King Philip, Attleboro, the top 3, followed by Foxborough at 11-5, Oliver Ames at 9-8, Mansfield on the edge, also at 9-8. Low, nice stop by Riley Camacho to keep the runners at first and second, 1-1.
And Jill Lewicki with a .295 average and a .380 on base. Coach Duffy put in the quality at bats. She's at 68%.
Wow.
It's one of the leaders on North Attleboro.
Just missing low. 2-1 to the number 6 hitting Lewicki.
Popped up to second base in the second inning. To McGilvery.
Paul McDermott, our home plate umpire, grew up in Dorchester. Started at the St. Ambrose Parish, ended up in Fields Corner. Ground ball, back to Callahan, throws to third, in time for the out. Not the play I would have advised, but she spun quickly and with that shortstop's arm made it work.
Yeah, spun quickly, got the play to Moran, takes down the lead runner Willie for the first out of the inning. And I always hope in this situation she was getting direction from either Camacho or Moran on that play, just to again, I would have probably gone to first, especially with the ball towards the first base side of the pitching circle. But she spun and threw a strike to Moran at third base to cut down the lead runner.
So Jenna Callahan playing the game she loves and getting to prove her father wrong in one fell swoop. Thing of beauty.
Thing of beauty for her so far today, right?
Reaching first in the fielder's choice is Lewicki. Moving to second was
Lucy Palmer.
Yep. Ball is hit deep by Hassler.
Officially an infield fly.
Okay. Sounded hard.
It sounded hard. I
That's
didn't
the
realize you
shortstop.
said deep to just.
Well, to hit to deep shortstop, if you consider the infield grass deep. Okay. 2 outs. 10-0. Bombardiers. We are in the top of the fourth. North has runners on second and third. Number 14 is up. This is a pinch hitter.
Yes. And
Aubrey Amato, a senior infielder.
Aubrey Amato will be going to Tony and Guy, which is to go get your hair done.
Cool.
Cosmetic, not cosmetics, hairstylist. It's a post-secondary institution that they've helped me out with many a career fair.
Oh, wow.
So you go there, it's a great program, and she'll be making money sooner than other people.
First pitch called strike to Aubrey.
So Amato pinch hitting for Tucker. We'll keep an eye on that to see if she
stays
in the game or not.
And Aubrey is a senior. Call strike 2 to Aubrey against the tough Jenna Callahan.
2 outs, first and second right now.
Very determined look on her face. Swings up in the zone, strike 3.
A nice job getting out of that with a leadoff walk and then a single first and second, nobody out, and for no runs to come across. A nice job.
For North Attleboro, they have no runs on 3 hits. No Attleboro errors. 5 runners left on base. And after 3.5, it's Attleboro 10, North nothing on AACS 15 Sports.
Claudino's Auto Repair, located at 310 South Main Street in Attleboro, is celebrating 30 years in the auto and truck repair business. Over the years, John Claudino and his team of mechanics have worked to build a long-lasting rapport with their customers, from oil changes to diagnostics, transmissions, and routine maintenance on foreign and domestic cars and trucks. Claudino's will keep your vehicle running. Claudino's Auto Repair, 508-226-8545, or at claudinosautorepair.com.
Welcome back to AACS 15 Sports. Yes, that is the sound of the ice cream truck behind us.
Now I want some lemonade.
I know, we can't go there. During the luck.
Line, exactly. So it does look like, Paul, that Aubrey Amato is staying in the game at second base right now.
We won't mention that to the audience. Coach Duffy was in a catcher warming up the pitcher.
No, that was her assistant coach.
One got by her.
Yeah.
Okay. Who's that?
I forget her. I have met her.
Well,
She's
Kevin
very
does
nice.
know her name, but we're not going to mention it because she just made an error.
Yeah, exactly. That's why. That's
Yes.
why. It's not that I'm drawing a blank or anything. It's So Amato stays in the game in a second. I just want to mention the other seniors for North Attleboro. Sarah Geller and Angelina Benedetti both going to Framingham State.
Home of the Rams.
And Angelina Benedetti is going to major in health and wellness. And Sam Geller, I'm going to go have a good time at Framingham State, and we'll figure it out later.
Exactly.
Which is what happens to most people anyway. So.
Nina Sullivan is up. Sophomore center fielder. Has walked, stolen a base, drives that to right field. Foreman is there to make the catch. 1 pitch, 1 out in the bottom of the fourth. Bombardiers lead 10-0.
I'm getting fooled on a lot of these hits
Yeah.
for both teams, Paul. It really seems like the ball is not jumping off the bat, which it usually does on a warm day like today. And the ball seems to be coming off the bat, with the exception of Camacho's 2 home runs. All the other balls just haven't been coming off the bat that hard.
Ronane's long foul balls.
Right.
Paige Qualia. By the way, Nina Sullivan had walked, stolen a base, and been stranded at second base in the first. Reached on an error and scored in the second. Paige Qualia looks at
strike 1 to the Rhode Island College commit for nursing.
Well hit. to right, left center. Making the catch on the run is Hassler. So that's 2 outs on 2 pitches?
3 pitches.
3 pitches.
But what's funny about that one is I thought that one was going to bloop in based on what the other. That one carried better. So
folks,
it's a lot of words to say. I don't know what I'm talking about.
I was just gonna say that. The conclusion: Kevin Callahan and Paul Healy, nice guys who obviously don't know what they're looking at.
We do love the sport. We just don't know what we're talking about.
High ball 1 to Ariana Amaral, the senior flex player today.
I know what we're doing. For Ari Amaral is going to Dean College for Communications and Sports Broadcasting. We're just purposely doing bad things here
to
open up the door.
Yes,
for Ari.
McDevitt lines up, line drive, base hit on 1 hop to Foreman in right field. That's the Bombardiers' 6th hit of the day. They lead 10-0 here in the bottom of the 4th. 2 out, 1 on.
And for Amaral, that's her second hit of the day, 2 for 3, has now reached base 10 of her last 11 at-bats.
Wow. It's a deep club.
Very deep. Bringing up Mary Bosch, the right fielder, who's walked, struck out, and has a couple nice catches today in right field.
Ground ball slowly coming in as the third baseman, Charette, across the diamond. Nice stretch by Lewicki. And 4 batters, 3 outs, no runs, 1 hit. The Bombardiers now have 6 on the day. They've scored 10 runs, 7 of them earned. We'll head to the top of the 5th inning. 10-0 Bombardiers.
Bristol Glass, 110 North Main Street in Attleboro, has supported local high school sports for many years. Bristol Glass has been chosen for glass replacement projects for home and business for over 60 years. From shower doors to auto glass and mirror replacement, Bristol Glass is ready to do the job. They accept most insurance plans and serve several communities around the Attleboro area. They're open weekdays from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. You can contact them at 508-222-5810 and on the web at bristolglass.com.
I'm holding my hand up so Kevin doesn't speak. I know our listeners want to hear a little more from the ice cream truck. How do you drive an ice cream truck and not go insane? Hearing that over and over and over. It's like tuning into 105.7 WROR, which plays the same 12 songs over and over and over. Unlike WARA, which has an incredible variety of adult contemporary music.
I'd like to hear that guitar solo from Hotel California by the Eagles. Perhaps you've heard it. I haven't heard it in an hour. North Attleboro will send up their 9-1-2 players here in the top of the 5th. Mary Rogers, Grace Foreman, and Ariana McDevitt looking to get something going here.
Number 2 is stepping into the box, though. So pinch hitting is going to be Ava Pratt, who's appeared as a courtesy runner. So how does that work? She's appeared as a courtesy runner in the 5th spot.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that means, if you lose the courtesy runner. But Ava Pratt, a couple stolen bases on the year. Pinch hitting for Mary Rogers, who had lined the shortstop Ronayne in the 3rd inning. Showing bunt and pulls back.
Ball 1 low and inside from sophomore Jenna Callahan. Jenna 8-4 on the season, a 2.91 REA, and you take away Taunton, just think what that ERA would be.
And the Norton game earlier this year.
Okay, good point. That was only 15 runs. Ooh, and again, the change of speed, swing and a miss, and that is so important in softball. Location and changing speeds.
Yeah, I think it's with Jenna's game, I think it's the change of speeds is more important than the location. You brought up, the 0-2 and misses so far outside. Theoretically, almost a change of speeds instead of missing so poorly, like you mentioned.
Called strike on the outside edge. Couple of really good pitches. Ava Pratt, that's 1-2.
Yeah, she offered at the bunt on the first one.
Ooh.
And the umpire called the ball, and she knows she offered, and it's an official ooh moment.
Swing and a miss, and again, that pitch with a late break, so the ball knows. And that is 5 strikeouts for Jenna? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yep. Oh, 6. She had 1 in the 4th.
3. Oh, there it is. 6 strikeouts against 2 walks. Top of the order, Grace Foreman.
6.
Yep, Grace Foreman has struck out swinging and had a bloop double to right field.
I missed the first pitch.
What's the count, Paul?
It's at least one ball.
Yep, cleverly ignoring us. Oh, look, he's wearing earplugs. Lofted towards second base. McGilvery makes the catch. We'll give an L4 for that. 2 up, 2 down. Here in the top of the 5th, 10-0 Bombardiers. What is the mercy rule?
It's 12 after 5.
Okay.
Yeah, now you jinxed it.
I know, sorry. Who's that out in center field? Sullivan in center field having way too much fun jumping around out there. Called strike. Nice pitch in the outside edge to one of North's best hitters, Ariana McDavitt, the junior, struck out swinging and walked.
And pitching a well of a game in relief for North Attleboro.
Yes.
You know, dancing to the ice cream song, this theme song to the Sting.
Just a bit outside. 1 ball, 1 strike.
David struck out and walked this game. David with a .468 on base percentage.
I'm going to tell you who her swing reminds me of in a second. Pops that up towards second base. McGilvery is there. She's had a busy day. Makes the catch. Ariana's swing reminds me of Dustin Pedroia's.
Wow.
Yeah, not a large person with a big sweeping swing.
And a tremendous contact hitter from McDavitt, getting the bat on the ball very consistently through her career.
Jenna had thrown 67 pitches coming into that inning, and she threw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
9,
7, 8, 9. So 76, as Peter Bray just texted to me. Peter Bray running our graphics.
Thank you, Peter.
And I think the catcher for North,
Lucy Palmer.
And Jenna. Yes, Jenna wants an ice cream.
Yeah, I think she wants lemonade and ice cream, and I think Lucy was as well.
Yes, because her brother Tim didn't get her a Gatorade before the game. I guess we're going to keep it right here, which gives us another chance to thank our latest underwriter, Greg Homer, which is so appreciated since Mark Homer, the coach, obviously loved his daughter Brianna so much more.
Yes, of course. Sent them all the way to Arizona.
Exactly. Graceful, elegant, stylish, overflowing with elan, Brianna, and her brother, Just Greg.
Just Greg.
But Just Greg, a resilient contracting. For more information, go to resettingthestandard.com. Quality, integrity, respect, and passion. So if you're considering moving to the Tempe, Phoenix, Arizona area and need some contracting work done, know that Greg is one of our latest underwriters.
If you're going out there to root on the Phoenix Coyotes of the National Hockey League,
too late.
Now take a right and go a little bit north back up to Utah. Yeah, too late.
Bottom of the 5th, Jenna Callahan is pitching and hitting leadoff. She's walked and scored, flown out to center, and had a double to left center. Ball 1 low from McDavitt to Jenna Callahan, the sophomore left-handed batter.
Jenna friends with the catcher Lucy Palmer, friends with the pitcher Ariana McDavitt. Friends with the first baseman, friends with the shortstop.
Second hit of the game to left center field. That was a breaking ball on the outside part of the plate. Good bit of hitting. She went with the pitch.
Yep, went with the pitch and stopped a string of, I thought Anna had retired 7 in a row, but she had retired the last 7 out of 8 players coming up. And up steps Riley Camacho, the last person she wants to see today with a runner on base.
Bombardiers' 7th hit of the game. Riley is 2 for 3 with 2 home runs. 1 to left center for 2 runs, a solo shot to left field, and then she flew out deep to center field. Courtesy runner coming in for Jenna Callahan is Ms. Fasante.
Sam Fasante. There's actually 3 Fasantes in the program.
Really?
2 in the program, 3 in the school. This one's Sam, and there's a Jackie Fasante that has played some second base for Attleboro this year. And all 3 of them are freshmen. Triplets.
Wow. Riley Camacho.
So going for the hat trick, comes up just short.
Got under again off the handle to right field. Foreman makes the catch, and that was a case of, I think, Riley being a bit too anxious.
A little over aggressive there.
Fly it out to right. 1 out, 1 on here in the bottom of the 5th. 10-0 Bombardiers. Riley now has 51 RBIs since her sophomore year. And think of what that would be without the shoulder injury.
Yeah, incredible numbers. Yeah, where she lost, 3/4 of a season, if not more. Lola Ronayne to the plate.
And that is Lola's unofficially 87th foul ball to the left side of the field today. And look at that, Palmer, the catcher, with a huge smile on her face going after that ball. Lucy can play on my team anytime. 0-1 to Lola.
Great coachable kid, Lucy Palmer. Yeah. Every coach has liked her. Yeah. You may remember her brother, Jake Palmer,
yes.
from North Attleboro. Yeah.
Wasn't he a goalie, too?
No, I think just baseball.
Oh, okay. Nice stop by Palmer to keep Fasante, the pinch runner, at first, 1-1.
But Jake Palmer's girlfriend is Abby Warren, Gary Warren's daughter, whose other son was the goalie at North Attleboro. If you need a connection to a goalie.
6 degrees of separation. Inside pitch popped up. This will stay in the field of play. Third baseman Charette calls off Willie, makes the catch. 2 down. Bombardiers had 10 runs in the first 2 innings. And North pitching is now retired. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of the last 11 batters.
Yeah, McDavid's coming in, doing a tremendous job in relief.
Swing and a miss at a pitch high and out of the zone to Victoria Perron. She's walked and scored, hit by a pitch and scored, and grounded out to short.
And again, it looks like Attleboro doing a little bit of chasing, maybe a little bit over anxious on some of the high ones.
Victoria, 23 RBIs on the year, 15 runs scored, 8 walks. Oh, this side. 5 doubles, 4 home runs. Count as 0-2.
Yeah, great change of pace pitch there by McDavid. James Parent on the inside.
Follows that back.
Fasante was running on the 0-2 pitch. That's a pitch I like to run on. 0-2. A lot of times you see a changeup or something in the dirt.
Yep.
And it's a great pitch to run. It's a tough play for a catcher to dig it out. And they're probably swinging if it's anything close anyway, so why not get a head start with 2 strikes? 0-2, 1-2 are good pitches to run on.
Again, Amato now in at second base. Charette at third, Lewicki at first, Willie at short.
Fasante going again.
Fouled right over our head, no flinch.
No flinch.
0-2.
Not even close.
No. Outfield left to right, Rogers, Hassler, and Foreman.
And now Fasante is getting tired, breaking on the last 2 pitches between first and second. Let's see if she's going again for the 3rd time. She's a freshman. She got lots of energy.
Really.
Send her again. Not going.
No. Ball inside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Just missed. She's a freshman. Come on. Kid still has plenty of cartilage.
Yeah, exactly. Send her. Though that would have been
a good pitch to run on.
Good pitch to run on because it was inside. Palmer would have had to dig it out from the inside.
Fasante going. Oh, this is well hit to left center field. Hits fielded. Fasante is going to score from first base. An RBI double for Victoria Parent. Rats. And the Bruins are out of the Stanley Cup playoffs. That's her 24th RBI of the year to lead the club. 11-0 Bombardiers.
And getting the bat going again. Fasante comes around and scores there. And we're going to have a pinch runner now. And I think that's number 5, Callie Vassar. Not Bodecker that I might have on my roster. Trust me on this one.
All right.
Unless I'm wrong. Callie Vassar will be pinch running for Vicky Parent.
And I just want to point out the fact that Ferrante was going on that pitch.
Yeah.
Allowed her to score.
Allowed her to score. There was a little bit of a bobble, but Coach Homer was sending her right away anyway, and I think she was going to score with the running, with the 2 outs. There's no stopping there, so just keep going. So now it's 11-0 in the bottom of the 5th, and I think we have a pinch runner in because I think Coach Homer sees the opportunity to get out in 5, and with, as we mentioned, 12 runs in 5 is the ball inside and low to Maddie Moran,
who has a base hit to right field, stole third and was stranded there, walked and scored in the second, flew out to left field in the third. Ooh. Oh, got all of it, but that is way wicked foul. And again, the off-speed pitch by McDavid.
I also have, I'm sorry, I have Moran for an RBI in the first inning as well.
Yes,
do you?
I do.
Okay.
Yes, I do.
I want to make sure I mark that one right for me. Yeah. So 1-1 to Moran with 4 home runs on the year.
Called strike. 1 and 2. Nice placement.
Great spot. Belt high, but right on the black of the outside corner. Now Moran trails in the count 1-2.
Maddie can end it here. Not to put too much pressure on you, Maddie. Low and inside. Nice stop by the catcher, Palmer. 2-2. Did I mention Lucy can play for my team any day?
Great hustle behind the plate. Relatively new to the catching. She has caught on and off, but really taken over. And they moved Charette, who was the starting catcher last year, into left field to solidify the outfield position. Palmer's a first baseman as well. They got Lewicki at first base.
Called strike 3 on a breaking ball. Beautiful pitch by McDavitt, but the Bombardiers get another run on another hit. They have 11 runs on 7 hits. 8 of the 11 runs have been earned. 2 North Attleboro errors. Bombardiers have left 6 runners on base after 5 full 11-0 Bombardiers over the Red Rocketeers of North Attleboro.
Falls AC, 8 Stack Road in North Attleboro, supports high school sports in our community at every level. Opened in the early 80s, owner Angelo Cavallari is proud of their 40 years of service to the Attleboros. Falls AC is open 7 days a week from 10 a.m. to 1 a.m. They have lunch and dinner daily, banquet rooms for your meetings or get-togethers, and dart leagues. The entire staff at Falls AC wishes the high school athletes the best of luck in every game. Falls AC, 8 Stack Road, North Attleboro, 508-695-2688.
Welcome back. I'm Paul Healy along with Kevin. I'm eating a chocolate eclair Callahan.
Thank you, Aaron Willie. I've always told him Molly is my favorite player.
Yes, purchased for him by a North Attleboro parent.
Yes.
Apparently, because he's sick of hearing you talk and would rather have you eat. For the
stuff my mouth. Maybe I'll shut up once in a while.
Yes. If things really work out well for the Willie family, you'll get brain freeze.
Ow.
Peter Bray running our graphics. Jim Jones, the engineer in charge. Did we mention that Greg Homer is our latest underwriter? We want to thank him very much. And if you'd like to help underwrite our broadcast, contact Jim Jones, AACS TV, 42 Union Street, Attleboro, Mass.
Not just for softball, but for all the sports.
Popped up to shortstop.
All
your
programming, not
yes,
just
exactly.
sports. Lots of tremendous local programming.
Mary Ellen Charette, the number 3 batter. She's gone flown out deep, grounded out to short, and then just popped out too short. 1 pitch, 1 out in the top of the 6th.
Upsets Molly Willie, my new favorite player.
Yes, now stepping up to the plate. The last batter popped out to short.
Right.
Molly has struck out swinging, walked, and was erased on a nice defensive play by Jenna Callahan, 1-5. Fouls that back towards the ice cream truck.
Hits the top of the dugout on the first base side, 0-1. Again, Molly, we mentioned earlier, hitting .292 on the year, .390 on base percentage, 14 hits, 8 doubles, 8 singles, 3 doubles, 2 triples, a home run, 17 RBIs.
Wow.
And 11 runs scored.
North has just 3 hits today against the pitching of Jenna Callahan. Jenna struck out 6, walked 2. Take something off that. They have 4 base hits. And again, thought Bosch might have had a chance at first base, maybe not.
I thought she may have looked and immediately turned to second base for that. She did. She almost had somebody out the other game in her first base.
And considering her college major at UConn is going to be 2 words that I can't pronounce, I'm going to assume she made the right decision.
Made the right choice.
This brings up, I had my head down or I would have flinched.
No flinch.
This is Lucy Palmer.
Who's 2 for 2 on the day.
Base hit to left center and a base hit to left field.
Attleboro shaded a little bit towards third base now in the infield.
Take something off that. Swing and a miss. What's our count?
0 balls, 2 strikes to the catcher Palmer. Palmer came in into .255. That's going up with a .333 on base percentage, and that has gone up as well. 3 doubles.
Wind is picking up, blowing in. Strike 3. Swing and a miss. That's Callahan's 7th strikeout of the day. And there goes Lucy wearing number 6. My favorite number in baseball because Rico Petrocelli was my first favorite player.
And we have a pinch hitter here for Lewicki. Jill had been 0 for 2 with a pop up to second and a fielder's choice.
I think this is number 21, senior Angelina Benedetti.
Mentioned earlier, Angelina Benedetti going to Framingham State, going to major in health and wellness. We'll see if she stays in the game at first base as well. Obviously not knowing the North team as well as we do the Attleboro team. But 2 outs.
Joe McDermott, Paul McDermott, the home plate umpire, sharing a laugh with Mark Homer. Question is, was he laughing with Coach Homer or at him?
Strike one to the senior swinging.
And that pitch was just tailing away from the strike zone up high.
The last at bat on to Lucy, Jenna took your advice on 0-2 and went right at her.
And what happens?
So that's the first person to take your advice ever and have it succeed. Second.
No. It's one of those, Kevin, if that wasn't true, I'd be offended. 1 ball, 1 strike. Second pitch stayed a little bit too far out. That's low. 2 balls, 1 strike. And once again, I should wait until Paul McDermott makes the call.
It's good that somebody listened. Yeah.
I'm sorry, what?
Exactly. 2-1. 2 outs, runner on first.
Eat your chocolate eclair.
It is yummy.
Ice cream bar. I'd strike 2, but I don't know what happened. I was looking at Kevin's ice cream.
Swing and a miss.
Okay, thank you.
Sometimes you call that a ball, but it's a strikey.
Okay. Up in the zone, check swing, 3-2.
They're going to check?
Did
say
not
no.
go. Good call. The wispy clouds up top. And again, if you know someone who's not a softball fan but is a little bit stressed out, have them put this broadcast on and just stare at the clouds.
Molly will be going on this pitch. Strike 3 looking.
Inside corner. So Callahan coming on strong with her 7th and 8th strikeout of the game. We head to the bottom of the 6th. The Bombardiers 11, the Red Rocketeers nothing on 1320 WARA and AACS 15 Sports.
Falls AC, 8 Stack Road in North Attleboro, supports high school sports in our community at every level. Opened in the early 80s, owner Angelo Cavallari is proud of their 40 years of service to the Attleboros. Falls AC is open 7 days a week from 10 a.m. to 1 a.m. They have lunch and dinner daily, banquet rooms for your meetings or get-togethers, and dart leagues. The entire staff at Falls AC wishes the high school athletes the best of luck in every game. Falls AC, 8 Stack Road, North Attleboro, 508-695-2688.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Further evidence there is a God. Kevin just dripped
Chocolate eclair.
about the final third of his chocolate eclair all over his Badgers baseball pullover. Let me see.
Nope, not too bad.
Oh, you got it. Okay.
Shorts.
All right.
I'm a mess. Can't take me anywhere. I'll wash it down here.
Yeah.
All right, we're back.
Attleboro's been outstanding defensively. Again, Camacho at catcher, Moran at third, Ronayne at short, McGilvery at second base, who's played very well. Parent at first, Qualia, Sullivan, and Bosch in the outfield. Now the Bombardiers up to bat here in the bottom of the 6th. They're here 11-0. So if they score a run,
Yes,
that's it.
that's it.
Nina Sullivan walked, stole a base, was stranded at second in the first, reached on an error and scored in the second. Flew out to right field in the fourth. McDavid's pitch. Oh, nice pitch in the outside corner. Whoa. 0-1.
McDavid taking over getting the last out in the first inning, correct?
Yeah.
Struggled a bit in the second inning, but since then has really just shut Attleboro
Sullivan
down.
bunts the ball. That ball was a foot high out of the strike zone, and Nina Sullivan a perfect bunt in front of the plate for the Bombardiers' 8th base hit of the game.
Bunt single for Nina. We mentioned earlier she has 2 or 3 of those on the year. Uses her speed, bringing up Paige Qualia. Just out the deep center field her last time up.
Jenna Callahan's thrown 88 pitches through 5 innings. Swing and a miss. Little bit in front of that, huh, Kevin? That change up?
Just a little bit, yeah. Through 6 innings, isn't it?
Thank you. 6.
6, okay.
On my radio show, Pontificating with Paul and the Proletariat, we have a bell we ring whenever I make a mistake.
And some of my questions are, I'm not 100% sure, just so you know, so I'm not looking to get you. I'm like, oh, where are we?
Squares to bunt, pulls back, charging in from third base was Charette.
And now Charette's about 5 or 6 steps in front of third
Wow.
to the lefty, Paige Qualia.
McDavid winds. Bunt. Fielded by Charette, throws to first, in time, heading to third base, now caught in a rundown. Between second and third is Sullivan, heading back towards second. Here's the throw, she's out. So
it's a sack bunt.
5 to 1 to 5 to 4 to 5 to 4.
Okay, I'll take your word on that.
Yeah.
So for Paige, it's not an official at bat. It is a sac bunt. She did her job. She got Sullivan to second base.
Yeah.
As they're playing for that 12th run. Then Nina gets picked off basically between second and short. So there's 2 outs on that play.
5 to 3 to 5 to 4 to 5 to 4. So suddenly 2 outs.
And Ari Amaral steps to the plate, 2 for 3 on the day.
With 2 RBI and a run scored.
Ari enjoying a good senior day herself today.
Ball high.
2 for 3 and reaching base in 10 of her last 11 at-bats.
Wow.
With, I believe, 5 hits and 5 walks. We're pretty close to that in that stretch. Maybe 6 hits and 4 walks. Call that 7 hits, Paul.
Base hit to right field, which, my gosh, if Sullivan had stayed at second base on that sacrifice, the game would be over right now.
Ready to announce the seniors right now.
Yeah. That's Attleboro's 9th hit of the day.
Correct. He's saying that. Mary Bosch.
Swing and a miss, and Kevin spilled half of his chocolate eclair ice cream bar on his shirt.
And now it's half.
Correct. Swing and a miss. 0-1 to Mary. Pops that up.
I'd look up, Paul.
Yeah, just to my left. Hey, what are you complaining about? She didn't spill the coffee. You're giving a fan a hard time for not making a clean catch, but come on, she didn't spill her iced coffee.
Didn't spill the coffee. That's the most important
Really?
thing.
0-2 to Mary Bosch.
Amaral on first. Will be taking off on any contact.
McDavitt just misses low and in. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
That was a close pitch.
Yeah.
Tough one to take on 0-2.
Inside, 2 balls, 2 strikes to Mary Bosch. And again, her big sister Gabby. When Gabby was a senior and Mary was a freshman.
Yep, pinch ran, right?
Yeah, now Mary pinch ran and Gabby knocked her in.
Yep. No, that was cool. We were doing that game.
Yep. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So McDavitt, how many strikeouts you got for her?
Let me count this up quickly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? You got 2 in the second.
Yep.
1 in the
No, none in the third.
Oh, wait, 2.
None in the fourth. 5. She got 4.
4 and and Foreman had 2.
Exactly right.
Okay, 6 in the game.
We are heading to the top of the 7th inning, 11-0 Bombardiers over the Red Rocketeers of North Attleboro. We'll be back on 1320 WAR. Nailed the dramatic pause, and AACS 15 Sports.
Emerald Auto Sales and Service has provided complete auto repair on all foreign and domestic vehicles since 1991. They provide Mass and Rhode Island vehicle inspections and inspections for Massachusetts commercial vehicles. Emerald Auto Sales and Service can diagnose and repair check engine light issues. They're open weekdays 8 to 5, Saturday 8 to 1. For more information, you can call 508-809-6553 or at their location on Route 1 North Attleboro, diagonally across from the Toyota dealership.
As trained professionals, Kevin and I know that dead air means we're back. Top of the 7th inning for the Red Rocketeers. Is this Brooklyn Hassler, the sophomore center fielder?
Yes, number 8. I thought there might have been a pinch hitter because I thought I saw the umpire with his pad out,
but you were wrong.
I was wrong.
First pitch swinging. Oh, Callahan allows Camacho to try to make a diving catch.
Yeah.
We're going to call that an infield hit. And that is the 5th hit of the game for North Attleboro.
Yeah, I think either Moran or Callahan probably should have called off Camacho.
Right.
Now, we may not have heard. It's possible that Riley called them off or just and took charge, but I did not notice where Moran was. If she was where she is right now, too far back. Okay. I mean, it landed right to the right of the baseline. Tough play for anybody.
Here's my first getting a bit of an allergy attack here. Bunt. Callahan feels it, goes to first in time to record Aubrey Amato. So Aubrey had struck out in the 4th, and there is that's
just the first out, and that was Amato. Yeah, that's our second.
That was Amato. So I put this in the wrong place. Rats. That's the infield hit.
Oh, and Mary Rogers has been re-entered back into the game.
Yeah.
Ava Pratt had pinched hit.
So that's a sacrifice, 1-3. 1 out, runner at second base.
And Mary Rogers, who's 0 for 1, she lined out to short, was pinched hit for by Ava Pratt, has re-entered the game. Did not notice if she re-entered back in left field, but she probably did. Yeah. So 1-0 to Rogers to Jr.
Wears number 7, which Rick Burleson wore for the Red Sox proudly for many years. Ground ball, foul. What's our count?
Count is 1-1.
Trouble in Paradise, who said Grace Foreman from the on-deck circle.
Coach Duffy has said how much she loves the team this year. Great personnel, working really well together, working hard all year. And that's, when you're 5-13, that is one of the hardest things to do.
Missing low, 2 balls and 1 strike. And again, I know sports can be tense and incredibly competitive, but we all started playing them because they were fun.
It's fun, and it's a game, and Coach Duffy does a great job keeping things light.
Yep.
Great input from the players throughout the course of the season.
Missing outside, 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike. Okay.
I thought he said 2.
Yes,
and I had 3-1 as well. So 3-1 to Rogers.
JV's warming up in the outfield. High, ball 4.
Next year, if everything goes right, the varsity will be on the new grass field.
Yes.
Which they just finally mowed the lawn over there, so now it looks like a great playing surface. Yeah. And JV will be going on at the same time at this field.
Okay.
So top of the order now for Grace Foreman.
Hassler is at second. Rogers at first. Foreman has struck out, has a bloop double to right field.
And hit a home run to left.
And just blasted it to left.
No.
Off the wall. Run scores. It'll be an RBI double for Grace Foreman. She now has 15 RBIs on the season.
Making the score 11-1 now here in the top of the 7th with 1 out, bringing up Ariana McDavitt.
Scoring from second base was Hassler. At third.
I thought that was gone, Paul.
Yeah. Kevin, take it for a second. I've got to blow my nose here. I'm having
Sure. And it's a foul ball from McDavitt. The ball goes off the fence, and Mary Ellen Charette puts her hands on her head. Not sure where the ball was coming off the fence. It does miss her. 0-1 to McDavitt. 0 for 2 on the day with a walk. Stranded at first base.
There, much better.
And line drive. Oh, just over the glove of McGilvery. Scoring Rogers, and taking second on the throw home is McDavitt. So an RBI single, and I think McGilvery just kind of misjudged that a little bit.
Jumped early.
Jumped a little bit too early. So that scores Rogers. Going to third is Grace Foreman, and going to second on the single is Ariana McDavitt. So now it's 11-2.
3 hits this inning, 7 in the game now for North.
Bringing up Charette, who's 0 for 3, a fly out to right, and 2 hits to shortstop, 1 on the ground, 1 in the air.
Fouled off to right, 0-1 to Charette. Where did she fly out in the first inning?
First inning, she flew out to right field.
Thank you.
And then she grounded out to short in the third and popped to short in the 6th.
I had deep 3 written in my scorebook, which deep to first base, just high. 1 ball, 1 strike. Bombardiers need to record 1 more out to record this victory.
There's only
2
1
more
out, right?
outs to record this victory. But on my show, Pontificating with Paul on the Proletariat, Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. till noon, on 1320 WARA, all over the world at WARAradio.com. Base hit up the middle. 1 run is in.
All of a sudden, the bats are alive for North Attleboro.
11-3. And
first and third, and bringing up Molly Willie.
That's how to fight to the end to the Rocketeer girls.
Mentioned earlier that North Attleboro has a great attitude all year. They're averaging just about 5 runs a game, and really work hard at it. And they're young, and they're going to be back next year.
So now it's 11-3. And Jenna Callahan had given up 4 hits through 6 innings. Has given up 4 hits here in the 7th. The old 3rd time through the order, Kevin.
3rd time through, 4th time through for some.
Yep.
And sometimes you pitch a little bit differently, too. We talked about it. You're up 10-0, 11-0. You grab more of the middle of the plate than the corners. And now Molly Willie, who is 1 for 2 with a walk and a single to right.
And ball outside. Mark Homer not looking pleased.
He probably wants to move on with the senior night activities and wants to close out the victory, an important Hockomock League victory. Should Attleboro close this out, they will move to 12-6.
Fastball fouled off to the right. That got a car.
Got a car that was driving into the parking lot.
Yes, the pickup truck coming into the parking lot. 1 ball, 1 strike to Molly.
Into the Bristol Glass parking lot.
Yeah. Molly struck out, walked, and base hit to right field.
Right after I got the ice cream.
Yes. High, 2-1. I'm trying to see how many pitches for Jenna.
70.
Peter's going to text me now.
She had 88 coming into this inning.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is the 7th batter of the inning.
They're probably up around 100.
Fouls it off. 2 balls, 2 strikes. I've got a 35-mile drive after this back to Quincy. Jenna's no longer my favorite Callahan, Kevin.
You got to give credit to North. Got to give some credit here to North Attleboro putting the bat on the ball this inning.
105.
105.
2-2 is the count to the cleanup hitter. Runners on the corners. That's hit to right field. Bosch is out there, makes the catch. Runner is tagging and will score wisely, hitting the cutoff man. So it's 4 runs this inning, a sacrifice fly and an RBI for Willie. And that's her 18th RBI of the year to lead the club.
And for Molly, I think that I don't have it here. I think that's like her 5th or 6th sacrifice fly on the season.
Wow. So 2 outs now. 11-4.
Bringing up Lucy Palmer.
Bombardiers with 11 runs on 11 hits. Rocketeers 4 runs all this inning on 8 hits. Ball 1 to Lucy Palmer, the catcher, 8th batter of the inning. She has 2 hits, 1 to left center, 1 to left field, a stolen base, and struck out in the 6th. Swing and a miss. Nice breaking ball. 1-1.
The one good thing that Jenna, it's I'm sure she's not happy she's giving a 4 run, but you won't see it in her face. She won't be fazed by it.
Yep.
She's just okay. Go out and pitch to the next batter.
Fastball popped up.
Think could be playable. Oh, nope. Just over the fence.
Yep. Yes, Jenna, the expression on her face rarely changes when she's in the circle, as opposed to when her father is speaking to her. You see the eye rolls.
Exactly.
1-2 is the count.
Lots of expressions. Something I had never seen before until I had a daughter.
Mom! Dad's telling me how to live my life again. Outside, 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Just outside the Palmer, who's pulled 2 balls for singles. Trying to get it on the outside pitch.
11-4, top of the 7th. Bombardiers 1 out away from victory, which would be their 14th of the year. Deep up to center field, going out, coming back in is Sullivan, and that'll do it. So the Red Rocketeers, kudos to them for fighting to the end. They had no runs on 4 hits through 6 innings. They get 4 runs on 4 hits in the 7th inning alone. So 4 runs on 8 hits, no Attleboro errors.
No, a very clean game, well played. offense, defense. For Attleboro, a couple hits in that inning led to some runs. They battled. Give credit to North Attleboro for battling. Credit to the seniors of Attleboro getting in, having a whale of a game. Ari Amaral, 3 hits. Riley Camacho, 2 home runs. Paige playing a real good game in left. Mary Bosch playing a real good game in right. Vicky Parent playing a good game at first base. We did not get a chance. So I mentioned Paige, Riley, Ari, Mary, Vicky. Pam Anecki could not be here today, going to Simmons, though, for nursing. All valuable contributors to the team this year.
Sure, what Peter has. Peter, do you have Attleboro for 10 hits or 11? 10. 11. Okay. Attleboro, 11 runs on 11 hits, 2 North Attleboro errors. Bombardiers left 7 runners on base. 8 of the 11 runs were earned. North Attleboro, 4 runs on 8 hits, no Attleboro errors. Boy, they've been playing some clean defense lately. 7 North runners left on base. All 4 of their runs were earned. Riley Camacho, our offensive player of the game, a 2-run homer to left center in the first inning on a 1-1 count. And then in the first pitch of the bottom of the second inning, a solo shot to deep left field. She had 3 RBIs on the day, giving her, we believe, 51 for her career at Attleboro.
Incredible as they're getting ready to, to honor her and the other seniors here today. Great game for her. Again, Vicky Parent scoring 2 runs today, getting a double and an RBI as well. Paige Coelho with a sac bunt, playing a real good left field. Ari Amaral reaching base 11 of her last 12 times at the plate.
3 for 4 today.
And 3 for 4 today. With 3
RBIs.
singles, 2 RBIs, scoring a run. Mary Bosch playing another solid game in right field, catching everything, working a walk earlier in the game to keep the first inning going. So a tremendous accomplishments for the seniors. They're not done yet. They're 12-6. They came into the game ranked 14th in the power rankings.
Yes.
And you always want to try to stay away from King Philip and Taunton as long as you possibly can in the playoffs. So if they can get a little bit higher in the rankings, not only do they get to host a playoff game, but then you might get into that scenario where you can stay away from KP and Taunton just a little bit longer.
So Attleboro moves to 12-6 overall, 11-5 in the league, good for 3rd place in the Kelly Rex division. And I'd say Taunton and King Philip, they are in a class of their own. But of the 2nd division, Attleboro's in 1st place in the 2nd division in the Hockomock League.
Yeah, I like how Hawk Sports put it. Was it last week when they did the Hawk 5, separating themselves from the rest of the pack?
Right.
Below King Philip and Taunton is Attleboro, and Attleboro at one point was 4-4.
Exactly.
This year they are now 12-6.
Wow.
So that is 8-2 in their last 10 games, with 2 more games this week against Medfield on Thursday and Bishop Feehan on Friday.
We'll have the Medfield game.
And both games, Medfield looking to make the playoffs on.
You know what?
In Division 3. What?
I wonder if we should consult Jim Jones and maybe.
And the game is at Feehan.
Skip the Medfield game and
do the Feehan game.
Yeah.
Well, I'll be at both, so you tell me.
All right, I'll be in touch with you.
Okay, sounds good. And we could,
Oh, you know what else I should mention? Paul McDermott, our home plate umpire, all game long calling over 300 pitches. He got 1 ooh out of us.
One ooh for, I think
that's
for
the
each
1
team.
ooh for North. Yes. What your hand signaling me.
I'm going to tell.
Oh, you're a parent.
No, I'm not. I'm going to tell the parents to look up at the camera.
Oh,
when they
maybe I'll turn off your mic.
Yeah. Ken and Elsie, look at the camera when she crosses home plate. Look at the camera.
Kevin, our floor director here.
Well, remember that happened last year, and we that would have been a good idea for the kids to, look at the camera after crossing home plate, and they're all getting a gift. And right now, Vicky Parent, Paul, is taking her senior lap around the bases, greeted by the underclassmen at each base, getting flowers and gifts at each base.
Oh, wow.
Vicky Parent on the year coming into this game hit 388, 492 on base percentage, increased those numbers today with a walk, a hit by pitch, a ground out, and an RBI double, scoring 2 runs.
Yeah, but other than that, she didn't do much.
Didn't do much. Played a very solid first base. Vicky going to Northwestern next year to major in psychology and is on the pre-med track.
And you know why she's going to Northwestern? Say it with me. Couldn't get into Bridgewater State. And here comes Vicky with oodles of gifts.
Oodles of gifts.
From her teammates coming across home plate. Vicky Parent.
Attleboro will be honoring 5 seniors that are here, but there are 6 seniors. Looks like there's her parents, her brother, and a grandma.
Yeah. And now they're getting a picture taken that way.
And now her brother has to turn around to the official team picture.
Yes. He got the message on looking at the camera.
I think they did look up and then...
Funny. Way to go, Victoria. Attended Bishop Fee in her freshman and sophomore year and then made the right choice.
Made the right choice.
Came home to Attleboro.
Tried to talk more people into staying away from Fee.
And any Fee fans, we kid.
And here comes Ari Amaral. Think that's who's next. Ari Amaral, Paul, came into this game with a .448 on base percentage, a .238 average, only increased those numbers.
Wow.
Today with a 3 for 4 day.
Yes.
I think we had
3 for 4.
3 for 4.
2 RBI.
And 1 run scored. Has reached base 11 out of her last 12 plate appearances. Talk about getting hot at the right time, right before the playoffs.
Really?
She's down to first base.
Gets her sash.
2, 3, 4.
Gets
5,
a big hug from Ms. Ferrante.
7 or 8.
A group hug. A group
hug.
For you Galaxy Quest fans.
Ari Amaral going to Dean College, major in communications and sports broadcasting. We'll be playing college. We'll be playing softball for the Dean College softball team.
Has she ever commented on the
broadcast?
The broadcasters here at.
She's too polite.
Yes.
To see how she's learning what not to do.
Yes, I was just going to say that. Well, I know what not to do.
It's just as important about learning as what to do as what not to do.
Jenna Callahan threw 111 pitches today, but you know what? Let's keep the attention on the seniors. As heading to third base, it's Ms. Amaral. And to paraphrase Jaws, we're going to need a bigger boat.
Just going over some game stats as Ari Amaral makes her way around third base, heading for home with her sash and flowers and gifts, greeted by her family.
And if you're going to be regifting it all, Ariana, I'm Paul Healy. This is Kevin Callahan.
Exactly. Let's see if they pass the message to all the players to look up or if I'm supposed to tell everybody individually.
Here it comes. Yep. Ariana, say hello to our backstop camera. There we go. You had a son, Matt, who went to Dean.
Matt, yep, he went to Dean for 4 years.
Played ball there.
Had a very nice career at Dean College. Qualified for the playoffs twice in the 4 years. Always nice to see.
He coached a great third base, didn't he?
He had the opportunity to play. He was very lucky. They transitioned from junior college to D3. So he was on, as a freshman, he was on a team of mostly freshmen and sophomores. Ton of playing time. Up next now is Paige Quelia.
One of the captains.
And if you're wondering where her sister's at third base. Junior Emily Quelia looking to give her final gift as Paige gets her sash.
And Emily's thinking, good, next year my stupid sister will be gone and I get to play more.
Except when she comes back to give me the gift, baby. Paige on the year hit 280 with a .419 on base percentage, double, 4 RBIs, 9 runs scored, worked 5 walks, stolen the base, and has played a tremendous left field.
Yes, she has.
Coming back just in time from an injury to participate in this game, get herself playoff ready as she's at second base. At home plate are Steve and Sam Quelia.
Samantha?
Yes. Steve, when you get to home plate, at some point look off as a family.
Ooh, Kevin has a future as a director.
Does not mean they will do it.
He just said to Paige's father, now, Steve, in this scene, with an intrepid, pensive look, I want you to gaze towards the camera.
Dude, I wasn't sure who to call it. Aria, nine members. Got confused who was there. As Paige rounds third base. Is handed flowers by her sister, Emily Clelia.
And Emily's going to join her for the family
home
picture.
plate, for the family picture at home plate. Paige going to be going to Rhode Island College, major in nursing.
Just saving lives for a living, no big deal.
No big deal. You don't know anything about it.
There it is.
There it is. The wait for the camera.
Proud day for Coach Mark Homer in his 9th year here. Been with these girls all 4 years.
That's right.
Michaela Nunes, the assistant coach, has been here for 9 years as well. Contributing to the Attleboro softball program, which has just grown leaps and bounds over the past few years.
Good future for them as well. Some good young players as well coming up now. And I should have mentioned before, Paige Clay was a captain.
Yes, I did.
And now coming, oh, you did, good. And there's Mary Bosch.
Another captain?
Another captain. And if you could give out a gold glove in high school
Absolutely.
ball, Mary Bosch in right field gets a gold glove.
Gave that fence against foul territory a workout this year. A few catches against that. Again, Mary heading to UConn.
Major in neurobiology, neuroscience. I got to read it.
Pre-med.
Pre-med. To be, as you said, way wicked smart.
Yes. For people like me who have trouble with polysyllabic words. Is that Gabby?
And it's Gabby Bosch and Lori Bosch and Jay Bosch waiting at home plate. Want me to pass the message to Jay to turn around and wave to the camera?
Okay. Her Uncle Matt couldn't be here.
Jay, family picture, look up at the camera. Okay.
To which Jay said, shut up. I'm celebrating senior year with my daughter.
Exactly.
It's not about you, Callahan.
Well, they got to celebrate at basketball, you know.
Getting a hug from Emily Eby, number 16, who's part of our AACS broadcast team in the fall and winter.
And she didn't want to be in the truck for this. She wanted to be with her teammates.
Yeah, imagine that. Peter Bray could have put his feet back and had chocolate eclair ice cream bars the way you did during the game without spilling half of it on his shirt. Coming towards home, Mary Bosch.
All smiles, Mary, getting a big group hug from the family and home plate.
Mary's one of those kids, if you don't like Mary, you don't like people.
Exactly.
Wow.
And a great role model for my daughter, Jenna.
Hello. Gabby knew where to look. She's been here before.
She'll be joining her sister, Gabby, at UConn next year. Gabby will be a senior at UConn.
I wonder if they're going to play intramural basketball together.
They'll dominate.
I'd tell you the name of my intramural basketball team at Bridgewater State College, but if I did, they'd fire us. I'm surprised we got away with it then. And there's Riley Camacho. Not a bad senior day. 2 home runs.
First 2 of the year, setting the tone early in this game. Riley Camacho would come into the game hitting .321 with a .361 on base with no home runs. Now has 2 on the year. Getting the big group hug. And I do apologize. I don't know her dad's name off the top of my head, but there's Dave Welch, Kelly Camacho, brother Bailey Camacho at home plate, as Riley is at second base right now. Riley is going to Westfield State for a major in child and sports psychology, as well as play softball. So,
51. Sorry.
So of the 6 seniors, 2 will be playing softball in college. Ari Amaral going to Dean, and Riley Camacho, Westfield State.
And her did she play varsity as a freshman?
Yes, she did. She's been a 4-year varsity player.
So I don't have the RBIs from her freshman year, but her sophomore, junior, senior year, 51 runs knocked in.
So let's just throw another 15 on there. She's going to be in the mid-60s, right? I mean, she was batting third as a freshman.
And there's her brother, who was a catcher on the baseball team, and he played at...
Continuing at Colby Sawyer.
Colby Sawyer, yeah.
Where he'll be, I believe, a senior next year. And Riley's at home plate, getting hugs from the family.
First time?
What's that?
First time?
First time. And just to mention, Pam Anecki could not be here. Will be attending Simmons and majoring in nursing.
Here's a happy picture.
Let's see if I can get them all to look up and smile.
All right. Look at the camera and smile. There it is. Thank you.
So they're the 6 seniors, and there were 3 from North Attleboro. And what a nice ceremony. I think they do it nice here in Attleboro. I've gone to several others, with the kids to other places, and they really seem to do a nice job. I've seen the basketball ones a lot, and the and now the softball and the baseball. They do a real nice job.
There's AD Mark Houle. And there's going to be a picture of the ladies.
And they're all looking at the camera.
And now Mark Houle, we got a picture facing the other way. Hopefully the girls will come together so we're not in the background of this. Oh, you ruined the picture.
Yeah.
Kevin.
I'll step out.
Kevin's stepping out of the way. I'm ducking.
People do not want to see me.
Mary Bosch had her senior.
The one going for neuropsychology.
Yes.
Can't figure out how to put the sash on.
Yeah. Way to go, pre-med major.
And
there
picture time for the 5 seniors here. Again, Pam cannot make it today, and so we celebrate her as well.
And that's going to wrap it up. I'm Paul Healy. He's Kevin Callahan. Peter Bray set up our backstop camera, ran our graphics today. Jim Jones, the engineer in charge. The Attleboro Blue Bombardiers come away with an 11-4 victory on Senior Day. Jenna Callahan went the distance, 8 strikeouts, just 3 walks, allowed 4 runs and 8 hits. The Bombardiers on offense, 11 runs on 11 hits, 2 North errors, 7 runners left on base for the Bombardiers, 8 of the 11 runs earned. Thank you so much for joining. Do you have a final comment? No.
I did not, but
okay.
Great game. Good win for Attleboro.
And Kevin got to enjoy a wonderful chocolate eclair ice cream bar.
Thanks, Aaron Willie.
Thank you so much for joining us on AACS 15 Sports. And thank you so much for joining us on 1320 WARA all over the world at WARAradio.com. Tomorrow morning, 6 to 9 a.m., Wake Up with Dominic Catoya. I follow him 9 to noon, pontificating with Paul and the Proletariat, a radio show and parody of same. It's a fast-moving ADD show. If you like something different, you might want to give it a shot.
I like it.
Yes. Some people have been told not to listen by their therapist, but oh well. Pontificating with Paul and the Proletariat, 9 a.m. until noon. Thank you so much for joining us today. For Kevin, Peter, Jim Jones, I'm Paul Healy. Have a great day, everyone.
Falls AC, 8 Stack Road in North Attleboro, supports high school sports in our community at every level. Opened in the early 80s, owner Angelo Cavallari is proud of their 40 years of service to the Attleboros. Falls AC is open 7 days a week from 10 a.m. to 1 a.m. They have lunch and dinner daily, banquet rooms for your meetings or get-togethers, and dart leagues. The entire staff at Falls AC